Hello, hello, hello. And we're live.
Hello.
Welcome to Proof Positive Baking, or Baker. Tonight is not Gabby's birthday yet, but we're making it all about her to wish her a happy birthday.
Is it every day about me though?
So we're going to be making a celebration cake. We're using a copycat recipe from Susie Cakes, which is her favorite cake.
Favorite celebration cake situation. It's a great
It's
cake.
quite good. It's tasty. I normally would buy one and they would send it like frozen to us. But this year we're going to try and make our own, and hopefully it turns out. Really, fingers crossed on
If
that
not,
one.
you're along for the ride for the experience. So, win-win situation.
We also are going to be playing with our sourdough starters. We're going to try and make some challah bread, and we're going to revisit the soda bread. So we think we might have a better idea on how to make that. So thank you all for joining us, and let's get started. Let's see. Swap this real quick. All right.
What do you want to start with?
Yep, we look good. And I think everybody can hear us right? Yeah, looks like it. Let's start with the sourdough starters. So, do you need your rest of your whatever it says?
No, you discard half, but 250 and...
Okay. All right, so we're going to discard half of our sourdoughs. Hers smells really bad, so we're going to get rid of some liquids off the top. We're going to discard half of mine and put 60 more grams in and try it all over again. Excuse you. Okay, let's see. I need a little bowl and a big spoon. Can you lift what? Yes, you may. If you move the one thing too much, though, your name's not going to be on it anymore.
Oh. Oh, my name's on it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Okay, big spoon for scooping and big fork for mixing back up. So we're just going to take out what looks like half. I probably won't get exactly half out this time because I want to try and build up some sourdough starter in here. So I want a little more. So I'm going to take 2 generous scoops out and call it a day. Then I'm going to add 60 and 60 and try and bulk this thing up. So that there's enough. Now apparently there's a water test that you can do to see if your sourdough starter's ready. And just for fun, I'm going to go ahead and try. So I've scooped out my sourdough starter into here. And I'll fill this little thing in, this little bowl with some water. And then I'm supposed to be able to ladle, if I drop the sourdough starter down onto it, it's supposed to float. That is questionable on whether it floats or not.
Part of it floats.
I think it says float on top.
I mean, it's not sinking.
Do the float test. Feed your starter, wait for it to double in size, then drop a teaspoon of bubbly starter into
Well, you
jar
need more
of
than a
water.
teaspoon.
If it floats on top, it's ready to use. I'm going to take a little teaspoon out. Okay, technically this would be ready to use as good sourdough starter. But like I said, I'm going to try and build up some excess. And that's why I'm just going to keep on going with it right now. Here we go. If you'd like to scoop out some of yours, be my guest.
I don't think I want to stick your dirty spoon into my...
Oh, you think we're going to cross-contaminate? All right, well here, I'm going to give you this. Oh,
Page 74.
hi there, Covenant? Covenant?
78.
Covenant. I love your content, that's what I'm following. Joining next stream with friends, add me on Discord. Okay,
Good.
yeah, I've got Discord, so I can do that later. But, thank you. I appreciate that. Glad to have you here.
I was trying to read mine. I don't
And
know
thank you
if
for
I'm
the follow.
supposed to remove it or if I'm supposed to
I need to get the scale up.
add more.
What is it?
I was trying to read the directions.
You probably need to remove some and add. You definitely need to skim the top.
But
You can't keep that juice.
maybe it wants the juice.
I'm almost positive that it says that you need to remove the juice. Because the juice isn't good.
Yes, but it says if your starter is active but has sunk down in the tub and a layer of liquid has formed on top, then it is actually overactive.
I'm
Says
pretty sure somewhere it says something about.
overactive. Stir in some more flour to return it to a thick consistency and leave for a day. It should regain thick, bubbly texture you want.
Well, maybe just add some then. I don't have to be right all the time. I use
You don't?
not every time.
Oh,
I'm gonna use a big spoon for actually. I think that
what's wrong with it? What? What are you doing? Oh, we left a spoon in there.
I just happened to know it was there. There was a spoon all the way at the bottom of our flour, and we needed to make sure we got that guy out of there. Otherwise, no good at all. Plus, I need the spoon. So I'm going to spoon in 60 grams of just regular flour, all-purpose flour, into my starter, so we can keep on letting it run. Yes, sweetheart?
Oh, it's right here.
Whoop, I got that one everywhere. Oops.
I'll clean it.
44, 45, something, 60.
60.
Okay, now I need, ooh, hold on. I'm not done yet. I need liquids. So we get our liquid measuring cup here. And let's go ahead and bring this guy some cold water.
How much cold water do you need? Does it say?
60 grams.
Oh, so you're just gonna...
Weigh it on out. So let's bring this to 120. Ah!
You're a bit over, but
A
it'll
little
be
over, but I can always add. If I went 7 over, I need to add 7 again.
You're fine.
Right, so it was a 27, that was 3. There. Now I feel pretty good about it. And I'm gonna use my fancy fork to mix all this up and get it going. Now when you feed it, you don't have to add water every time, do you?
Mine says chill.
Okay, that's what I thought. So you do feed it with water
Because
and
you
flour.
have to get it back to that like thick
Yeah.
consistency.
The pancake batter consistency.
So I'm just gonna add some to mine.
Okay. Mine is quite a nice consistency. Now this should, in theory, double in size overnight, if it's warm enough. For some reason, my phone is turning y'all's voice into like deep dark. Uh-oh, that's not you. That's me. That makes sense.
How about now?
For letting us know. Oh my gosh, what did you do? Do we sound normal now, Brandon?
I'm sure we do. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Not funny. I don't want to sound that
Oops.
way.
Well, it was bound to happen. No, for whatever reason, when that thing resets, it turns that particular like filter on, and I have to turn it off. And I forgot I reset it today. So, oops. We can also sound like this.
Hello, Brandon. How are you?
What did that make your voice?
Really high.
Oh.
I'm dying. Well, you know, that's what it's for. Let's see, what else have I got? I got some fun stuff in here. This one, oh, I don't remember. I think, I don't have my headphones out. I have no idea what these sounds are. It could be anything. That one's probably the air horns. And then mother.
Okay.
I think that beeped it. I don't know. Hopefully it's all back to normal.
Could you put the lid on mine, please?
Alrighty. So yours is all good?
I think so.
Okay. Yours does not smell pleasant.
It's supposed to smell like cider.
That doesn't smell like any cider ever. It did beep. Yay! Okay. Now our sourdough starters are fixed and, you know, ready for us to move on. So I'll put this away. So I think my starter, basically, I can just feed it and whatnot, how I feel.
I don't think it's a how you feel situation. It's a daily commitment. You're now in a relationship.
I could do it every day, or I could do it every other day, or I could do it once a week if I put it in the fridge, apparently.
Well, like I said, new relationship. Have to keep up with it.
I'm gonna put it in the fridge and forget about it for a little bit. 1 week at a time is a lot easier than every single night. Okay, so I think we need to start on the words.
Challah bread?
The challah.
You
Challah.
don't need to that much. It's just a simple,
I thought you guys add the in it.
not to that degree.
No?
No.
I don't know.
It's a simple challah. You're doing a lot of...
See, because if I do it, it shows up.
I know, because it gets earmarked. See, you just moved that now.
I know, but I'm gonna move it back. And it's good.
Okay. Do you like the scale?
50 grams times 10.
500. Mm-hmm. I use the big...
I use the big bowl. I use the very big bowl.
I've never needed that big of a bowl.
I like to make sure I have plenty of room to, make a mess if I need to.
You do make a mess.
Okay. So we have 500
this.
grams of white flour. I know, I looked it up as soon as. 500 grams of bread flour? Yeah.
Yes, white bread flour.
White? Like white cake? Happy birthday, Gabby.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon. 200, 300, 400.
Gonna sneak up on you.
Don't let it sneak. 450, 460, 470, 480, 90, and
Keep going. Keep going.
500. Oh, it was 5.000.
It's fluctuating.
I know, but it
No,
was
it's-
good.
Oh, they decided 501.
506, 501, whatever it is, it is. Close enough. Okay, so we got 500 grams of our flour. Now we need some 10 grams of salt. I feel like this thing does not measure
It does not.
in the tens of grams.
Let me look up what 10 grams of salt is again. Are you just gonna pour?
I was gonna see. I need to go. See, it's down to 496 now.
Well, do you want to put in some more?
No. All right, I'm at 0. Let's see if I can get 10 grams to measure.
It's 1 3/4 teaspoons.
I'm still at 0. I'm at 2.5, and there's no way. How many?
1 3/4, so like 2 teaspoons essentially.
I've put plenty of salt. If not, there's way too much salt.
Great.
I don't think this thing measures that great. Look at,
Fantastic.
well, I guess it was
You didn't
It's
spread it all
mounted
the way
up.
around.
No,
either,
no, no.
correct?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
there. Okay, and now I need my yeast, right?
That one's already opened.
Instant yeast. We wanted 10 grams of the instant yeast. Oh, 25 grams of castor sugar. How should I measure the castor sugar? How many grams is that?
You just said how many grams that is.
I mean, sorry, how many tablespoons or
I don't
whatever?
know, it'll measure that though.
It doesn't seem to. $14.
What was that?
I don't think it's that
Alan
accurate.
once ruined a super good steak with too much salt.
Hey, 25 on the dot. I don't know what you're talking about, Brandon. I've never ruined a steak in my life. And it was definitely not an expensive steak, if that's what you're implying.
So it was.
Yes, it was. I can't remember. It might have been, well, okay. In my defense, we were drinking a lot of gin, and we continued to drink a lot of gin, and we were trying to go hang out by the pool. So the steak was not necessarily the first thing that I was, worried about.
Am I just the helper tonight? You're gonna do all
Yes,
the baking?
I'm doing all the baking. You're my assistant.
Do you need to get all of this out of here?
No, because this is more than 3 grams, so
Okay.
should be A-okay. So much gin. Yes, I can still taste it now thinking about it. All right, so we have our yeast, we have our sugar, we have our salt. Now we need our 30 grams of butter, which we're gonna have to soften.
When I make it, I've just melted it down.
This is 60 grams, so half of this.
Do you want to melt it?
I would like a little bowl, pretty please.
A little bowl?
May I have a little bowl? A little bowl and a knife. Maybe a bread knife or a paring knife?
Oh,
Paring knife's
what
probably
is the
good.
difference? Pray tell.
There's not a difference to me. I'm gonna use the bigger side. I like more butter. I'm gonna soften it. I'm gonna give it, ooh,
You're getting a little old there, aren't you?
no.
After 30, it all just goes downhill, doesn't
It's a
it?
very hard floor.
Uh-huh.
C1 to melt butter.
It's the truth.
C6,
Thank you, Shannon.
C5 to soften butter. So clear, cancel, melt, soften, C5, start.
You sure?
Yes. And I'm
Okay.
gonna sit here, I'm gonna let it soften.
That's because you don't want to get up and down again.
No, it's because it's only a quarter of a stick, and I'm softening a whole stick, so I might over soften it if I'm not
And
careful.
because you don't want to get up and down again.
That is not the reason. I think it's already soft. Ooh, yeah, it's real soft.
So then,
Oh, it's getting so soft. It's soft but firm at the same time.
well, soft but firm is not softened butter.
That's softened. All right.
I just want to remind you that you're going to have to mush all of that in with your
I
hands.
will mush it all day long. I'm great at mushing.
Is that so? Do
Yes,
you mind if I grab ginger ale?
certainly.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, into a large bowl, add the salt, sugar, one side of the bowl, yeast to the other, add the butter, add the 2 beaten eggs and the milk, and half the water. Okay, so the butter goes in. Would you mind getting out 2 eggs into a little bowl, cracked, and a whisk, so I might beat them? So I might beat the 2 eggs. Okay.
You want them separate?
No, I just want 2 eggs into a bowl with enough room to whisk.
Can I just put it in the butter bowl?
I suppose
Is it
that's
all gonna
big
go to
enough.
the same
Yeah,
place?
and I'll fork it. That ought to work. Seems pretty reasonable to me. My experience, soft but firm serves no purpose.
Thank you very much.
I don't know what you're talking
That
about.
means soft but firm does not mean that it is soft butter. If it's going to be softened
I
butter.
think she's talking about something completely different, sweetheart. Whoosh! Whoosh!
Your mom made
Where is it? I know there's a button for it here somewhere. Is it this one? Wah, 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 wah. I'm not sure.
I guess I just
I need to label the buttons so I can tell which one's
wouldn't
which.
expect that from her.
Uh-huh.
But if that's what she meant, then
That is what she meant.
I like it.
Okay. I need the 2 eggs. Oh, I'm going to need some milk as well, please. 50 milliliters of warmed milk. Hello, Theodore.
Now, is warmed slightly warm but still cool?
Slightly warm, yes. All right. Vamonos.
How many? 50?
50 milliliters of warmed milk.
Ooh.
Gabby has an innocent mind, not like your dirty mind. What do you mean,
Thank
my
you.
dirty mind? Your dirty mind. You're the one that made the joke. I just
You took it to
wasn't
better.
naive enough to not pick up on it. All right.
Does that look like 50 to you? There's no 50 marks, so I just kind of have to guesstimate.
You know, we really need some more accurate measuring tools. Hi, Theodore. Grandma says hi.
Hi, Grandma. I want it.
Excuse me,
No good
folks.
answers. All right, so we've got our 2 medium eggs, lightly beaten, plus an extra egg for glazing. That'll be later. All right, so 2 beaten eggs in. Then I need the milk, then half the water. Okay. So eggs are going in. Eggs are in. Set this aside for rinsing.
Here's your warmed milk.
Is it? That's hot. That'll kill the yeast. It's awful hot. It's okay, I'll use the glass to cool it down. Okay, and then how much cool water? 180 milliliters of cool water. The yeast is over there. Let's put this over here. All right, may I have 180 milliliters? I'll do it in here.
Sure.
50, 180 is going to be under the 200 mark. Okay.
Whatever your heart desires, you may have.
I'd like $1 million, please. And a Ferrari, specifically.
Well, I don't know who's going to give it to you.
You said I could have whatever I wanted.
You have to work for it.
Well, do I?
Yes.
Well, that's not giving. That's, you know, that doesn't sound right. All right, half the water. That seemed about like half. Okay. Turn the mixture around with your fingers. Continue to add water a little at a time until you've picked up all the stuff, until you've picked up all the flour from the sides of the bowl. You may not need to add the water, or you may need to add a little more. You want the dough soft but not soggy. Use the mixture to clean the inside of the bowl. Keep going. The mixture forms a rough dough. Okay,
Let's see you
rough dough we go.
take a hack
Ooh,
at
it's
making.
so
Challah.
cold. Let me say I need to get this butter all beaten up. I'll beat this butter right up. Butter's all beaten up.
supposed to mix it all together.
Yeah, I'm doing so. What do you think I'm doing?
Taking your sweet time.
Yeah, I don't want to jam my hands in there.
Why not?
It's gooey.
You gotta really get in there though.
I'm getting there. Sometimes you got to let it combine on its own.
That doesn't happen.
Sometimes it knows what it wants.
No, it doesn't.
Look at it. It's doing it all by itself right now. And see, look, now my hands are all messy.
It's because you didn't flour them before.
It didn't say to flour my hands. It just said put my hands in.
I think at this point that should be common knowledge.
Is it?
It should be.
Turn the mixture around with your fingers. See, that doesn't seem like you need powdered hands for fingers. It just says. All right, you want to add some more water till I pick this up?
Ready?
Well, I guess it's really sticky still, so let me.
You're gonna.
We want to put the least amount of water in it as possible.
You're gonna need some more water.
Yeah, probably. But it says you might not have to put any water in at all. I'm just following directions. And the directions say I may or may not have to do diddly squat.
And
All
who
right, go for
usually
it.
makes this?
I do?
No.
That's enough. That's enough.
I make it.
That's enough. You're going to overhydrate my dough.
This is your first time making this.
And I might know better.
The person who makes it all the time?
I'm a bread master. I've mastered the bread.
That is exactly why we don't need to have another redemption of whole wheat bread, because we still cannot figure it out.
Hey, you're the one that baked the last one. I made a great dough
I followed the
that rose
directions
perfectly.
to a T.
I made a great dough that rose perfectly.
It said,
I
put
leave
into
to
a
go to
Dutch
work.
oven.
Leave to go to work,
No.
come back, dough ruined.
Says put into a Dutch oven for 30 minutes at 475.
It was
Remove
soiled.
lid of Dutch oven.
Soiled it.
And let it cook for another 15 minutes.
It was soiled.
I did what the directions
All
said.
right, maybe give me a touch.
Oh.
A touch. Seriously, a touch, because there was more than 180 in there to begin with. Thank you. Almost got it all in there. Come on, you can do it, baby. You
You're
can do it,
supposed to
baby.
take it out of the bowl at some point.
Yeah, once I get all of the stuff combined in the bowl. It's not all combined in the bowl.
You want a touch more water?
I don't think I do yet. What's the instructions say as far as what the dough should feel like?
When your dough feels smooth and silky,
No, prior to that. Before I turn it out.
work through the initial wet stage of the dough. Work through the initial wet stage until
Okay.
the dough starts to form.
Would you mind lightly powdering my surface? Pretty please. I'm ready for a light powdering.
There you go.
How long do I need for?
5 to 8 minutes.
5 to 8 minutes.
I'm starting you now.
You'd like to start a timer?
Oh, you want me to start the timer?
Yeah. It gives me something to look at.
I set a timer for 7 minutes.
Okay. See, this dough's perfect. Would have been overhydrated. And then would have stayed down. It wouldn't have risen as much.
Why don't I get the bowl ready for rising?
That sounds wonderful. So
Give it
this
a
one
quick
is going to
wash.
be a nice braided loaf of bread. So it's going to rise for about an hour, ideally. If anything, I've got too much water in here. It's just trying to stick. But I want as much water as I can. I think once I get it through this sticky stage, I should be in good shape. I think this is the most fun part. I honestly do like just kneading
The
bread.
kneading part?
I mean, because I just get to play with it. It's like a big old piece of, putty.
Well, you
don't know.
boys do like to play with things.
It's enjoyable. Plus, I can get all these crusties off my hand, from the boogers and whatnot.
The boogers?
Yeah, right into the dough. That's what gives it the salty flavor. All right, and to keep kneading we go. I might come over here where our flour is a little bit, just to work a little bit in so I can try and keep it from sticking too much. Now, this stone is very cold. Do we think that inhibits the yeast?
No,
No? That was a myth?
that's a myth.
Are we sure that was a myth?
Yes, because Akabara and Au Poivre both told us so.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Hi, Alan. Hello. Omar. You probably can do that one better. I'm horrible with the names. Happy birthday, Gabby.
Oh. Al Mascarado? I don't know. Thank you.
Either way, thank you for joining us. We're having a wonderful time tonight. And we're making some bread. We're making challah bread. We're making a birthday cake. And we're going to try and make another attempt at soda bread. We've been having trouble getting buttermilk, but we did find buttermilk with no fat in it, or low-fat buttermilk. So I think to try and still use it,
This is your idea
soy
only.
adrio. Oh, is that I am?
Yeah, that means their
Oh,
name.
hi there. Well, nice to see you back. I'm assuming that's the person
I would
from before,
assume, yeah.
Okay,
Bienvenidos.
so we're going to keep on kneading. And this feels like good dough to me. We're going to really work it.
Well, you still got 4 minutes.
I really do. It's so much more kneading than I
Well,
ever
it
think it
does
is.
say 5 to 8 minutes.
5 to 8.
And I put 7 minutes on there.
That's fine with me. I'd rather make sure it's all well worked so that it rises nicely. I know it keeps falling down. Thank you very much. Well, anyways, what was the other thing we're making? The soda bread. We're trying to make the soda bread again.
Susie cake.
No, I already said the Susie Cakes part. We're trying to make the soda bread again, and we couldn't find full-fat buttermilk. So I've decided it's a good idea
Shannon, your
to
son
add
wants
some
to
fat.
put lard into the soda bread.
So we're going to add a tablespoon of lard and see if that makes up for the fact that they took all the fat out of the buttermilk. I'm not sure if it matters.
I don't know that it works that
Not sure
way.
if it does anything, but I think it's worth a try. So again, we're still kneading.
You could start a song that says, "They see me kneading."
Uh-huh.
I don't know what else you would say.
Go ahead, keep singing. I'd love to hear how this
Take
one
my
goes.
cup out of the view.
Uh-huh.
They see, I'm not the best singer. No one's here to listen to me sing.
Oh, I think they are.
No, they're really not.
I wagered a bet that they would love to hear your
No.
rendition of "They See Me Kneading." I am. There we go. It might work, but I think butter instead of lard. See, butter was my first thought, and then I remembered we had lard, so I want to use the lard instead.
My nose itches so bad.
Changed my nickname. Always used it. Adriel.
Oh, Adriel. I'm Adriel who loves
Well, I'm glad you're
Very
back
nice.
again. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us again. And XX Viper 72, I really don't know that you want to hear me sing. It's not. I'm not a great singer. I'm an entertaining one. I laugh at myself.
2 more minutes. All right, we're just gonna let it keep on.
And it has to be kind of a
leading.
spontaneous thing. It'll probably come out some more later in the stream. I'm not one to be put on the spot necessarily.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, Mandy
I
at
want
work,
an answer, and I want to answer now.
Mandy at work is very disappointed that I don't do little dances as much anymore.
Why not?
I don't know.
You aren't
She's like,
dancing?
I need to dance. You can't put me on the spot like that.
Well, I suppose. Fair enough.
Is that a crying?
Is that
I
an
don't know what
emo
that face is.
emoji?
I think
I'm not
it's a
sure.
sad- I'm sorry.
We don't know all of the Twitch slang,
We're still learning.
iconology.
But isn't that something that maybe perhaps they made for themselves? Can you make your own?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's a
Hey.
part of Twitch.
I was gonna say, don't take away from the creativity.
It could be.
1 minute, so you can be done
One
if you
more
want.
minute. I'm taking notes. Fair enough. Okay.
You can be good if you want.
I'm not good. It's
I
not
turned
good
it off,
until
so
it's
it's not
done.
gonna ding.
Oh, well, I wanted a ding.
Well,
It's
I'm
satisfying
sorry.
to know that it dung. Ding, dong, ding
the
dong.
witch is dead. The witch is dead.
Oh man,
How's that?
not too bad.
The singing or
The kneading.
this emote of a person I am subscribed to? Oh,
Okay.
that's cool.
Yeah, I was pretty sure. Like at a certain point, you can make emotes.
We can do one of us?
Yeah, that other people can take to.
That's exciting.
You know, the person has yeah, I think it's like a subscriber perk for some people. Like, yeah, you can give it out. Like if someone subscribes, they can have your little
I'm
emotes.
excited for the future then. The possibilities are endless.
Usually you get them commissioned. I think we're creative enough to figure out some, looks like pixel art, I would assume. Does that? So you think this is good dough?
Yeah, she's good.
Is it oiled?
Yes.
All right.
Would you like the tea towel or would you like to put...
I'd like plastic wrap.
You got it.
I want all that moisture sealed in tight.
Aye, aye,
We're
Captain.
gonna give our hands a wash, and then we're gonna move on to making some cake batter. Because we're gonna have to have 2 bakes for the cake. This is not.
We could use the bigger...
I will not
Okay, so
use
I
the
heard
bigger
you wanted
cake
to
tins.
add fat back to the fat-free buttermilk. Did I hear that right? Akabara is back with us.
Woohoo!
I'm very excited to see your name.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
I will be adding fat
Yes.
in the form
He
of lard
thinks
potentially.
that there needs to be full-fat buttermilk, and we only have available to us fat-free. So he wants to add fat back into it because he thinks it will help the soda bread.
Does
because
this sound like a good idea?
although we follow directions, it still doesn't turn out right.
Yeah, the soda bread turned out
May I
terribly.
have the scissors, please?
Certainly. But thanks for coming back.
And instead of doing just butter, he wants to go ahead and take the wonderful lard that we used that one night.
Well, we have it.
What did we use lard for again?
It was for one of the dinner rolls, I think, wasn't
Was
it?
it? I don't remember.
Was it? No, I think it was for bread. It was for white bread. It was white bread night. Had some lard, I believe. I don't remember if I was happy with it or not. How it turned out, the white bread, the lardy, fatty white bread.
I don't know. The dinner rolls, however,
Okay.
those were good.
Yeah, the dinner roll night came out great. I can't remember which recipe I liked the best. I think
We
it was
took notes.
it was the one that says more salt.
Yes, and we also liked Paul Hollywood's.
Did we?
Yes.
It just didn't. They didn't shape up as nice.
No, that was the first
That was the one that shaped up the best.
Yes.
Okay. Well, as we can tell, I don't always have the best memory,
No, but that's okay. That's what you have me for.
but I've got great memories. Memories. Yeah, I'm aware of what it is.
Memories?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I will say pregnancy has added to the cause.
Oh well, I'm happy for you, and me.
So I'm gonna set this for what? How long do you want it in here for?
1 hour.
1 hour?
That is going to rise for 1 hour.
Okay.
We got a we got a about the memories. Yes, my beautiful wife here is pregnant, in case anyone is not aware, and we're very excited for our son to be born here in another 6 months, something like that. 4 months, 5 months,
April?
couple of months. Here, not he.
Let's see. Okay, so he isn't wrong, but as much as I like lard for baking, here's what I would do for that process. I would make clarified butter and add it to the buttermilk.
Okay.
Thank you, Viper. XX Viper, sorry.
Alrighty. Well, that's good to know. Now we got to figure out how to make clarified butter.
I'll look it up.
That's just taking the butter solids off the top, right? So you heat it up and then you scoop the solids off the top?
How
Am I completely wrong
to
here?
make... How to make...
Or maybe you strain it?
Isn't ghee the most, like, pure form of clarified butter?
Is it? We do have,
Thank you.
we have ghee, don't we?
I might have thrown it out because I hated the smell of it.
Well, why would you throw, you
Because the
threw
smell
it out?
was so bad.
But
I
it
don't
was in a
know.
jar.
Okay, I have to say, I don't know if there are different types of ghee and some that low heat melt butter skim the milk
Yeah,
solids off.
so that was right. Okay, so the milk solids, that's what's on top.
Okay.
All right, now to our cake recipe.
Do you want me to?
Now, this is a very, very fancy cake recipe. It is a handful of words from
Reddit.
If it does not turn out, it is Reddit's fault. I'm
Yes,
sorry about your foot there.
It is.
All right.
So essentially, for those of you who are just now joining us, we're celebrating my birthday with you guys tonight. Wednesday is actually my real birthday, but thank you for all of the birthday wishes nonetheless. I do greatly appreciate it.
I'm assuming
hold
I
on.
just need a big...
Then you're left with just butter fats, with no more or little.
Okay.
Perfect.
That
Clarified
sounds
butter.
great to
voila.
me.
So we're going to attempt a copycat recipe of a Susie Cakes celebration cake because that is what I like to have on my birthday is celebration Susie cakes. And we
Is this
decided
the big bowl?
no,
Where's the bigger one? Oh, it's over there still.
somewhere. So that's what we're gonna be doing now. We've never tried this copycat recipe.
Oops.
This is our
Sorry.
first time trying it. So we're gonna do it with you guys. And like
I'm sure
you said,
that was loud. I
it came
apologize.
off of Reddit.
That went everywhere.
Just a little bit.
Well, she stacks the dishes on the little drying rack like a teeter-totter,
It's called a perfect game of Tetris.
like a weeble wobble.
It's Tetris. That way everything can
You touch
dry.
one thing, the whole thing falls down.
Well,
Thankfully, nothing broke. Alrighty, I need 4 cups of flour. Are you gonna measure?
yeah, I'll measure.
All right, I'm gonna get my wooden spoon out.
Not that wooden spoon. Use a proper wooden spoon.
No, I've got it. It's too late. It's in my hand. It's dirty. It's dirty already. I'm using this one.
That is the salad spoon.
I have my spoon.
Shannon, will you please tell him? I always
my
advise
spoon.
if you're allergic to any food, then use it. Exchange with a similar one or do not use it. They're usually food suitable for certain types of food, such as like, it's a very good point. Ooh, like carrot. I don't know what
I'm not sure. What's a Karen stone? Karen stone?
No idea.
I'm not familiar. All right, 4 cups of flour. Oh, wait, it's by weight. Let's do it by weight. 480 grams. Look at that. I'm curious how close it will be. I'm using that spoon.
Using this one.
I'm not making cake. My spoon.
It is a salad spoon.
For making cakes now. So we want 480 grams of flour. And also said 4 cups. So let's see how close to 4 cups it gets. That's 1 cup.
Well, that's not a full cup.
That's 2 cups.
That's not a full cup.
You're not a full cup. That's 3 cups.
You're right, I'm more than a full cup.
It's 3 cups. Look, I'd be way over if I went with 4 cups. Holy crap.
480 grams.
Yeah. We'd have been way over. I'm glad we're going by weights.
Well, then the real question is the weight correct or is the cups correct?
Well, let's hope it's the weight.
Ah, the structures Viking makes, stacking stones. Yeah, like that.
Yes, exactly like that.
It's a perfect art.
Wooden spoons should stay for the purpose because they're very absorbent. Yes, and I have
No.
purposed this one for cake baking. It's made all of the cakes so far, and
That
it's
one has
absorbing
already
cakes.
been used for salad with salad oils.
This is cake spoon.
No.
I need a little bit of space there, miss. I need a little space.
You're gonna have
Excuse
to pay
me.
the toll.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Here, would you like a lick?
That's not the toll.
Okay. 4.5 teaspoons baking powder.
Did you get the baking powder out?
Yes, I did. Thank you very much.
Is there a weight for that one too?
No, there is not.
Well,
I need 1.5 teaspoons of salt.
how many teaspoons of baking soda?
4.5 teaspoons. Really, it makes my baker's heart happy to see you switch to weights instead of volumes for baking. We are doing our best. We've been looking for recipes that specifically are in weights.
How many again?
Because just like that recipe showed, I mean, we were at 3 and like a quarter cups of flour, and it had said 4 cups of flour or 480 grams, and it would have been way, way off.
Or
I prefer a silicone spoon than wood. I like wood. Din spoons. Wooden spoons. All right, I need 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Here you are. He's got another remote going on there.
1 teaspoon.
All right, we're gonna need some
1.5.
Huh?
1.5.
1.5. We're going to need 1.5 cups of Greek yogurt. Now, is that fluid cups or is that cups?
Cups. That is not a fluid.
It's very fluid-esque.
No.
Okay, may I have a spoon so that I can spoon it into the cup?
A spoon for a spoon.
All right. Oh, 2.25 cups of sugar. 2.25 cups of sugar?
Or do you want me to weigh it?
Oh, I guess we could weigh it. Does it say 450 grams of sugar?
Can I reset it?
Tare. 450, please. Okay. I like big industrial mixers. Yeah, they do seem to be nice. I
This
still
seems like
haven't rolled out-
450.
That is correct. It's cake. Cake's mostly sugar, right?
Seems like an awful amount of sugar.
2 1/4 cups of sugar. It's got 6 eggs in it.
How can it be 2 1/4 cups of sugar equals 450 grams, but 4 cups of flour is 480 grams?
The density. Pick up the two things. The sugar's way more dense than flour.
Okay.
Let's keep going. 450. Here we come. 6-pack New Year's cheesecake. Yes, I remember. We're not making that tonight, but it is on the list. Right here.
As well as crock and
6-pack
roach.
with all the different strawberry, blueberry, pineapple, cherries, mangoes, raspberries. It is on the list. But tonight is the birthday spectacular, and this is the particular cake that she's been interested in.
450.
So we shall make it. All right, we're at 450. Now we can put in 1 stick of butter.
May I ask a stupid question for you?
Would you like to soften the 1 stick of butter and ask a stupid question?
Shouldn't this be in the mixer?
It does not say. It doesn't say anything about how to mix it. What cake is it? It is a celebration cake, copycat recipe of a Susie Bakery's
Oh my
cake.
God. It's a Susie Cakes celebration cake recipe.
All right, so we're gonna get 1
Babes,
1/2 cups
you're going to have to mix all of this
of Greek
together.
yogurt. I'll
Don't
mix
you
it.
think you should
I'll
put
get the little hand beater and beat it up.
You want a hand mixer?
I'm gonna hand mix it. Yeah, I'm hand mixing today. All right, I need 1 stick of butter softened, please.
What, half a stick or a full
1
stick?
full stick. Pretty please.
This whole thing.
Yes.
You want it softened?
I want an entire stick softened.
Are you sure?
It doesn't say softened, but that's how I'd like it.
Or do you want it melted?
I want it softened. Because it doesn't say melted butter. I would like a nice soft stick of butter. Okay, so that's 1 cup. Now we're gonna get another 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt. I'm just following the directions here. I'm not sure what the Greek yogurt does in the cake. Does it make it more dense? I don't know. What does Greek yogurt do in a cake? Akbar, do we have any thoughts on Greek yogurt and cakes?
Flavor, density,
1 cup of
moistness.
flour is roughly 130 grams, while a cup of sugar is roughly 200 grams. So he's right, sugar and flour are different weights to volume. Haha, I have been proven right, which is something I love to hear. Thank you for that one. Okay, so we got our Greek yogurt in here now. Ooh, that could use some vanilla.
Is there vanilla in the cake?
Yes, there is vanilla in the cake.
Oh, I'm supposed to soften this. Okay.
Just press the soften button.
Well,
Soften and then C5. Soften, 5, start. And then don't wait too long.
aye, Captain.
Thank you very much. Yogurt and baking usually flavor as well as adding acid. Good to know. Okay, so we've got our yogurt. We've got our whole eggs. I need 3 whole eggs, slightly beaten, and I need 3 egg yolks, slightly beaten. I need an egg bowl. I'm gonna use a bigger bowl.
They should be separate, though,
That's
right?
probably long enough, right?
I don't know.
Is it soft?
I mean, it's ish.
Okay. No, I think I added all in there. It doesn't say to separate. I think it just doesn't want as much egg white in it, in general.
That 5 seconds made it melt just a little bit. It's okay.
What
though.
happened?
It's okay. It's still softened.
From soft to melted in 5 seconds?
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we're gonna put 3 eggs. Do you have a little paper towel for
There
me?
you go.
Thank you. 1. It's just a little egg mess. 2. And 3. Oh, I got a little shell on that one.
You know, if you use a shell to get the shell out, it's easier.
Well, my finger works pretty good too. I'm 2 for 2 on getting the shell out. Okay, so now I need something to put the white in. So I just need the yolk. This one will work. All right, let's move it on out of the way, move it up here where everyone can see. So let's get rid of the egg white. And try and just hold on to our yolk here. I've never done it the opposite way around. Normally people want the egg whites, not the yolks. But that's fine with me. 1, 2. It's a 6-egg cake. How much cake batter is this?
Enough for 2 8 or 9 inch cake pans, which we have the 2 8 or 9. You do know.
I'm not using those cake pans. That's not what a Susie Cakes looks like.
You do know that they cut the cakes in half to add the extra layers, right?
What do you mean cut them in half? They don't cut them in half.
Yes.
But they're round. They're not squares.
Nonetheless, they cut the cake, so you have a whole round, and they cut it in half. And
Yeah.
then they cut the other one in half, and then that creates 4 layers.
But it's stacked up so much. Those
Yeah.
4 layers wouldn't stack it nearly as high. Even if they cut those layers, they don't cut it nearly high enough. Plus, Susie Cakes is like a 6 or 8 inch round. Maybe.
Depending on which size you get. There are 2 different sizes. There's the large size and the small size.
Well, you've only received the small size ever, so we're making the small size. Goodness me. Come on.
It's a slimy one.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
6
gonna go
eggs.
take all of this.
All right, you gonna take this too?
Yep.
Thank you.
gonna-
Actually, I'm just gonna wash as well.
I'm gonna sit
Let's
here
see,
for a
did we miss
second.
something?
Could it be that yogurt in the confectionery cannot run the risk of being too acidic in the recipe? Oh. That white was hanging on for its life, LOL.
Yeah, I
yes,
know.
it did not want to get separated.
Knock that
It had
filler
things
off.
to do.
Okay. So we've got our 6 eggs, 3 full, 3 yolk, and I need 3 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm gonna add the vanilla to the eggs, because why not? Oh, the vanilla's already out. And it said teaspoons, right? 3 teaspoons. We can do that. There's a teaspoon. Happy birthday, Gabby, from Halsgar.
Thank you.
Thank you, Halsgar. Thank you for coming back. We're happy to see you. Tonight we're making challah bread, which is proofing. We're making a celebration cake. The third way I've spelled the name, LOL. I thought I had it last time. No, that's the right one. You got it. And we're also going to try to make the soda bread one more time. We have an idea. I'm going to say we. I don't think Gabby is on board with this idea. I dribbled quite a bit of extra in there. I know you like it vanilla-y, so I don't think that'll be necessarily a bad thing. All right, and then it says slightly beat the eggs. So I'm just going to get a nice fork here and slightly beat these guys up. Alrighty. So this is going to be all the liquids that are going in this cake are already in there. No water, no oil, just the butter. Okay. Well, we can do that. And in we go for some batter. I might use my spoon here to get all this out of here.
Take
Give
the
you
fork.
that. Try and get the last little bits out. Since all this liquid looks important, may I give you that one?
I'm gonna
Pretty
clean it.
please. Thank you. Okay, scale aside, eggs away. And let's add in our butter. And I'm just gonna kind of mix it up with this spoon to get it going. Not my specialty. I will not say for sure, but you may be right on the yogurt. Yeah, well, they're definitely not my specialty either. So far, my specialty has been kneading dough.
You're
I think
very
I've
good
enjoyed
at
that.
it.
Oh, why, thank
Even
you.
the little sweat droplets on your forehead.
Hey, I didn't sweat today, I don't think.
It got shiny.
Well, that's not a full sweat. All right, so we're gonna mix this up. I'll probably get the hand mixer to finish it and really beat it together. My understanding is I'm just combining. I'm not really combining until it's smooth, right?
This
I would
is
assume.
not bread. This is cake.
Yeah, but I don't want to like beat it for 10 minutes, right?
I don't know what the directions said.
There are no directions on incorporating it all together.
I would assume you beat it.
A whole bunch for a long time.
It probably doesn't take that long when you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't want to overbeat it, right?
You're still doing things to it though when you have the wood spoon.
No, I'm not saying I'm not.
The
I'm just saying
salad spoon.
the wooden spoon
It's a salad spoon.
that is also used for cakes. All right, may I have the hand
The what?
blender?
One moment. In case we
I
need
feel
this.
like this is missing liquids. Cake batter is supposed to be smooth, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, at some point, yes. All right, I need a spoon. Would you mind grabbing me
about to
the
get
hand
it right
mixer?
now.
Thank you very much. I think this should smooth out looking at it. I just need to really mix it. I just didn't want to go too far. Cake batter is supposed to be smooth. Because I feel like this is something you can overbeat. I'm gonna keep the spoon out though, for scooping it into pans. Excuse me. Let's grab ourselves a napkin so we don't get batter everywhere.
You want me to plug in?
All right, let's see if everything we plug in makes the stream skip a second.
I think we're good.
We'll know in 10 seconds because it's a little delayed, but okay. So I'm just gonna turn this into one continuous smooth goo. It's a very thick batter. I would not imagine this to be fantastic the way I'm looking at it now. But again, we've never tried this recipe. We have no idea if it's the correct recipe, but we're really hoping. What do you think? Does that look beaten?
Do a little more. You want it
Okay.
to be smooth.
Cake batter is supposed to be smooth. Oh, yep. I've read that 3 times now.
Well, they just
He
want to
gets
make
me
sure.
every time. All right, so that's coming together pretty nice.
You got some yogurt that's just sitting over here. You really need to incorporate.
This,
Yeah. I'm gonna put the
alrighty.
eggs up.
I'll tell you, this burns my arm up more than eating. Holding this thing in place.
That looks nice.
Does it not look thick?
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe it's because of the yogurt, but I assume that could be fine.
Doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It's still smooth.
No no yogurt left behind.
No.
That is correct, Viper.
Everything shall be incorporated.
Combined nicely. Okay,
Now?
now, no, we're not putting those in there. We're not gonna put the Christmas ones in
Why not?
because they're big lumps and that's not gonna make it taste good.
These ones are small.
So we're supposed to put sprinkles in it because it's a celebration sprinkle cake or something like that.
yeah.
But we didn't have any conventional sprinkles. I think those are too big. I'm very concerned
Why
about
can't I
using
just
those.
use the candy canes?
I really am concerned.
They're small.
But a sprinkle's so much smaller. We're gonna have big crunchy bits in there. I just don't want to, like, if the sprinkles aren't there, you're not gonna be upset about the cake and the way it tastes. But I feel if those are in there and they're big crunchy hard bits, it could really skew whether or not we like this. You like this cake. But if you want them in there, it is your birthday cake, so put them in.
See, confetti cake with no confetti.
Well, what about the little sugar sprinkles?
Sugar sprinkles.
You got big sugar flakes in there. Those look confetti-like. Those might be a lot better as far as confetti goes. I am looking for my cake pan goo. So last stream we made
I don't know that this is this is
we
more
attempted
sugar.
we attempted a red, well, no, we actually made and successfully made a German red wine chocolate cake that was quite tasty. And we had a very intricate bundt pan. And what I found online for, I should have pulled this out, it's hard as a rock. For,
Here is our bunt. Oh my god, it still smells so good.
anyways, for greasing the pans, I found this recipe of 1 part flour, 1 part vegetable oil, 1 part
I don't remember.
shortening, like Crisco. And it really helped try and get that thing to release out of the pan. Because the first time it just completely stuck, wouldn't go anywhere. And we used like baking release, but it just didn't really coat all the little nooks and crannies. And from then on, I feel like because you just paint it on and it creates this nice non-stick surface. So I don't see any reason not to use this every time. And I can make a big old batch, and I kind of like the idea of painting it on. It's fun. It says to put parchment paper in the bottom of this, but I feel like if it's properly greased, it shouldn't need the parchment.
It says you can use larger.
Oh, is the oven on?
No.
Would you turn the oven to 350?
350?
350.
The internet says that you can use larger sprinkles, like confetti sprinkles or quins, to create more vibrant dots of color. Non-perils are too small and can melt in. So see, I don't think
Those are pearl. Oh, those?
these are sugar things.
Yeah, that's sugar crisps. You could scoop a bit of the batter on the spoon and let it run back into the... Can you scoop a bit of the batter and let it run on the spoon? Yeah, certainly. Why, we think it's also too thick?
It doesn't really.
I'll do it this way.
It's what the directions say.
It's a very, very thick cake batter. Again, this is our first attempt at this. Maybe it's tasty, maybe it's not. Worst case scenario, I've got some delicious buttercream icing to eat, which I will be doing. As a person who's never made a cake,
Throw your big
sprinkles
Thank
in.
you.
I didn't know that was sprinkle related. Okay, here we go. Well-greased pan. Now, how much do we think this is going to rise? Or can I fill these to the top?
No, do not fill them to the top. You never want to fill a cake pan all the way to the top.
All the way to the top is what I heard.
It's wetter than he made it sound. It's always wetter than he thinks.
Yeah, it's... What? No, I disagree. There is
My
evidence.
sprinkles are going to be little red and white candy canes. I know you won't be able to see the white ones. Maybe I
Although-
won't use the white ones.
I guess either way makes me sound...
Strange.
Uh-huh.
It's okay.
So,
You're a strange fellow.
I'm going to weigh these out so we can get the same amount of cake batter in either one. So hopefully they rise about the same.
You want to weigh it when you put the cake batter in?
Yeah, I'm going to get real precise.
You know?
Precision.
Precision is key.
We still need to get our roller skating measuring scale.
This is true. We think about it every time we start baking, but not before we start baking.
All right,
Hold on.
turn this on. We're at 0 grams.
I'm going as fast as I can. Hold on, hold on.
I'm gonna mix. All right, let's mix in some sprinkles. Some sprankles. Gotta get them sprankles in there.
I don't want all of these.
Okay.
Here, can I do it like this? Let's
Sure,
try.
go for it. Oh, so many sprinkles. Yeah, I was worried it was a dough and that the sprinkles would melt in the cake, but it's wet enough the sprinkles should stay big and crunchy. See, that's what I was avoiding. I didn't want the big crunches.
Well, there's only a little bit in there. It'll be okay. A smattering of color. I didn't realize I didn't have regular sprinkles in the house. Otherwise, we would have bought some.
Yeah, she was on the phone the entire time we were in the grocery store, complaining about something to somebody.
It was a work issue. It needed to be complained about.
I suppose. So I was left in the store unsupervised, hence how we came out with no sprinkle. All right, so we got 2 big scoops in so far. I'm gonna go for a 3rd big scoop.
That's a lot in there, babes.
That's plenty. All right, we're at 525. So we're gonna try and get 525 in the next one. Right, I feel like I should want to beat that down, right?
Yes, you should. And
Especially because it's so thick. Hopefully this isn't just wildly loud. I apologize if
that
it is.
it won't stay big and crunchy.
Oh, it won't stay big and crunchy. I'm sorry. Wet enough this food shouldn't stay. Thank you very much for clarifying.
You're good. You're good. And for precautionary reasons, we will be putting this on a pan.
Yes.
Thank you, Eddie.
Hey, it's Eddie.
1,
Nice to see you, Eddie.
So for those of you joining us and wondering why we might be putting cake pans on another pan, it's because someone likes to overfill the pan somewhat.
Accidentally.
And then it all drips down into the bottom of the oven and we don't realize it. So then when we try to bake the next thing, the fire alarm goes off because it's burning in the bottom of the oven.
Yeah, we had some problems.
Had some eventful evenings this past week.
Only 2.
Or last week. We're on
Last
Monday,
week?
so it was last week.
Yeah.
I don't even know what day it is.
Good for you. I need 25 more grams.
Gentle.
That's 18. 21. 24. Can I get 1 gram?
No.
I took some out.
That's fine.
26. All right, so that's 2. I think we're going to end up with at least a 3rd pan, if not a 4th. So unfortunately, we only have 2 of the people. No, they were actually here before you, Eddie. They're the originals from our very first stream. Halsgar and Akabara. Viper's
New.
new.
Viper
He
came
was
from the raid.
Yeah, he was a raider. That's right.
And we welcome.
Lots of air bubbles. Will you guys let me know if that's just unbearably loud? Because I'll mute us if I need to. I don't know that you were here for the first. Was he here for the first? I think he was. If he was, it was towards. No, I think he was for the second.
I don't recall. So we're still waiting for that to come fully to temperature.
I ate the top of the cake.
No, you may not have any cake right now. No, sir. You want to say hi to everybody? Hello.
Can I have
Okay.
Can I have
this
anything?
closed for now?
Certainly. So we're going to end up baking those. It says 25 to 30 minutes. We're going to try 18 minutes and
Talk twice.
test it out. Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to try 18 minutes on these cakes and then give it the toothpick and see if they're any good. Because I really don't want to overburn or overbake them.
They're quite full.
But they're a lot, well, I guess they are deeper. Deeper matters more, right, for getting through. Well, we'll pull it 18, we'll give it a toothpick, and then we'll put it right back in.
Where are the toothpicks?
Toothpicks are back up there.
Toothpicks.
Because I believe this should be a toothpickable cake. Yes, but my old nickname, but I'm still same as always.
That's-
No, you had dessert already.
You had candy.
No, it is not. It is a healthy
It is
candy.
a healthy version of candy.
Okay. Theodore always asks you for candy. We have to ration it out very judiciously. All right. Should we go ahead and make the buttercream frosting? I think we should.
Okay.
Because we have another 30 minutes back there on our challah bread. Okay, so we're going to get the stand mixer for this one.
Now we get the stand mixer.
Well, I want to make sure I dirty everything we can out here.
Well, you know, I'm just following closely behind.
Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. Okay, hopefully that didn't completely black us out. It did. Please come back. Uh-oh. Okay, it came back. We're gonna have to get an extension cord or something, because we can't plug it in there anymore.
Okay.
Every single time it cuts the stream off, which is no good. All right, sweetheart, I need 1 cup of unsalted butter.
Stop. Don't move. You don't have shoes on.
You broke it?
I don't know.
No.
No, it didn't break. You gotta be careful, buddy. Well, it's always an entertaining night. Theodore dropped a glass, but it didn't break, thankfully.
You're not using this glass.
Yeah, let's get a different glass.
Because it's on the ground. It's dirty.
Here, would you like a
Please
cup?
use one of these.
Here, right here.
And here. Here's a big tall one.
Why can't
Because you're reaching towards something that's closer now.
Okay. I saw all those gummies you got there. Okay, you
What
can have some.
gummies?
Me.
What does that mean?
That's probably, you're gonna be a meme, buddy. We're gonna turn Theodore into the drop glassing meme. Thankfully it didn't explode.
Okay, we're good. It's not broken.
Otherwise, that would have been a lot more fun to clean up.
Oh gosh.
Especially since no one wears shoes. Okay, we're gonna make, it says Magnolia buttercream frosting. We need 1 cup of unsalted butter.
1 cup of unsalted butter.
Yes.
So I can,
1 cup of butter is 2 sticks? No, we're not melting it. Soft
you
butter.
don't want to melt it?
No. 1/4 cup is one of these. So 4 of these would make 1 cup of butter. All right. A
you
doubtful question. What do you do with so much food? Don't they ruin? Or is there not even time for this to happen? Most things we've been eating quite a bit of food.
I'm pregnant, I'm eating a lot.
So a lot of it. But we also have wonderful neighbors that we love and care about dearly. And they enjoy what we bake. Some of these things we end up taking, well, we have plans to take to parties. If this one makes it a little bit longer, we're going to try and take it, cut it up into slices and take it to a party with us.
We'll probably freeze that one for us.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so 18 minutes?
Let's do 18 minutes. And then circle back. Do me rock mold. Yep. Okay, I'm going to get a bowl for some butter. Or would you like to give me one of those over there?
Okay.
Smaller one, I guess? Okay. He.
Smaller.
They will never know it's pre-eaten. Oh yeah, I know. If you cut it up, nobody knows nothing. Nobody knows nothing. We just pre-portioned it for, calorie counting sake. Oh, thank you. So we're going to put 1 cup of butter in to melt or soften. Hopefully soften. And then we need a bunch of powdered sugar. 8 cups of confectioner sugar.
How much is 8 cups? Is that one?
Do we have a weight on that? I don't know that we have a weight on confectioner sugar.
Did you get more or did?
It's right there. There's a whole bag of powdered sugar. And I got another bag as well.
I don't see it.
You put your hands on it.
Oh, right there.
Soften and start. We'll give that a little 30 seconds to soften up, and that should be nice. I wanted this one to savor everything they do. I love sweet foods. Oh, we've been certainly savoring it. Far out Brussels sprout. Brussels sprouts are tasty. I understand that that's a turn of phrase,
How
I
many
believe.
cups?
8 cups of powdered sugar. Someone say something about sugar being 200 grams. I believe, but this is powdered sugar, so it's going to be even lighter than flour, more than likely. And also, we do not want to use all of the confectioner's sugar. So we want to use
A cup of sifted powdered sugar.
4 cups of sugar to start. That's soft, yeah?
I would do it a little softer.
All right, we'll go
Brussels sprouts,
slightly
absolutely.
softer.
Brussels sprouts with Parmesan cheese and a little balsamic glaze. That's the way to go.
Quite tasty. I'm going to give it just like 5 seconds in.
So,
Just give it a quick little psst. See what we got.
okay, so a 1 pound bag will yield about 3.5 to 4 cups.
What?
A 1 pound bag, it says, of powdered sugar, 16 ounces will yield 3.5 to 4 cups.
Okay. Well, let's measure it out. Because I want 4 cups of sugar, please.
Okay.
All right, my softened butter is in. I believe that was salted butter, so we don't need to add any salt. So it says a pinch of salt, unless you're using salted. Excuse me. We're going to need 1/2 cup of milk.
You want me to do the cups and put them in there?
Sure. That seems reasonable. 1/2 cup of milk. I actually want myself a cup of this milk as well.
It is the good milk.
Oh, it's your turn.
My
Somebody
turn.
speaking another language. Are you familiar with this one?
No, that's Portuguese. I don't speak.
I'm trying to remember. I used to know pan is hot. Because that's all the little Brazilian lady that I worked with would yell at me when I was cooking.
Hot? Like caliente?
No.
That's what it is in Spanish. I don't know. I'm doing half
Something like
cups.
cancha?
I don't know.
Something like that? I'm not sure.
So you want 4 cups?
It was like P, it was a P word.
4 cups.
4 cups is what it said.
So this is a half.
Okay. milk and vanilla. Beat until smooth and creamy. This wanted how much milk? Half a cup of milk. I could do a half a cup of milk. What was her name? Serlini.
About 1.
I think it was Serlini, and Ronaldo was her husband. He ran the grill, and Serlini and I, we ran saute. And she would pull pans right out of the oven, burning hot, and just sear my hand.
1.5.
I'm gonna let you count while I get myself a glass of milk. He said to me, unfortunately, I can't taste the sweetness, so technically I don't like sweets, but I taste them, but not the sweetness itself. Huh.
2.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That was 2, right?
I'm not counting, you're counting. I stopped. Let's hope. Well, it says to put extra if you need it, so if you have a little extra, it'll be okay.
Okay. 2.5.
Pennsylvania Dutch. No, that might just be you.
That's cool though.
Pennsylvania Dutch, you're packing it in there. It said light cups. It said not to pack it specifically.
I only do that once I've shaken it a little bit off.
Okay.
So that it doesn't all fall out. You can start with that. If we need more, we'll add more then.
Little whipper.
I think that's only 3 though.
Little whippersnapper.
I'm gonna add a little more.
Okay.
There we go.
Butter, sugar, milk, vanilla. I need 2 teaspoons of vanilla, please.
2 teaspoons.
I'm gonna go ahead and start this guy up nice and slow. Add my milk in. Now I know why I can't leave the cake out for long periods of time. The buttercream icing can't stay good for that long.
Oh, so you mean you just have to eat it?
Yes.
Is that what you're implying?
That looked like 3 tablespoons.
It wasn't.
Okay. All right, place it in. Gradually add the remaining sugar 1 cup at a time until it's thick enough to be good spreading consistency. If it's already
Shall I
good,
get the
you're already
color?
done. No, you may not.
We're gonna make it
Well,
white.
you want it light? I guess it needs to be light blue.
Could
Add the
I
blue.
do pink?
Light blue.
Do we have blue? We don't have blue.
We have blue. Was that German? This
What?
looks like German.
Pennsylvania Dutch?
Well, this guy's speaking Eddie's speaking another language.
I believe that's Pennsylvania Dutch, and Pennsylvania Dutch is a derivative of German.
That makes sense. Grated coconut. Is this something in the chat that we missed? We're not using grated coconut in anything. That was powdered sugar.
A little blue.
Okay. Do you think that's good for spreading, or should we add some more?
It doesn't look right.
What do you mean? Does it need to be thicker? Does it taste right?
Yeah.
It does? We finally made icing I like? Is
It needs to be more, it looks very
lumpy?
grainy. Can we, some more?
I think we need to beat the heck out of it. Beat until smooth and creamy, yeah. So we just let it go. So she's just asking, okay, grated coconut cheaper than coconut? I honestly don't know. I almost never, I strongly dislike coconut in general. So I don't end up with a lot of it. And also we're gonna dye our icing a light blue color, because that is the color that the Susie Cakes is.
It's more like a tealish.
Yeah, but we don't have teal. I guess I could probably try and drop some green in and see if it teals up. It's honestly gonna it was like a pastel blue.
It's fine. Yeah, that looks good.
I'm gonna go a little more. And we're really just gonna beat this guy up. Hopefully our cakes are coming along nicely. We got another 18 minutes back there on our bread. Well, yeah, that would be ideal, finding your own coconuts. Your dad lives with coconut trees, yeah?
Date trees.
Oh, there's date trees?
There's no
no coconuts? Well, that's an awful shame. I almost feel like it's too thick. Is it too thick?
No, it's just not getting smooth.
Okay.
It looks better.
Now, if we beat this for longer, do you think it gets smoother or does it start to thicken? It probably gets creamier the more you beat it. Buttercream. Because we're going to add a touch more milk and try and thin it. Like, you know, make it creamier that way. Are you familiar with that one? Coconut and chocolate? Fastidio?
No.
No. I don't think I've ever had that, but that might be worth a try. Fastidio.
Babe, watch out.
I have. Are you sure? Yeah, it's getting weird. Let's add a little milk.
Is that too little, you think?
We'll find out. I guess it is frosting as well. You know, it is supposed to be thick.
I think it looks okay.
All right, let's get Chat's opinion on the frosting in general. So it's a light blue color. It's a little thick, but it's not horribly thick. I feel like it should, but it does look awful grainy. It could be that our powdered sugar just isn't powdery enough. Could that be a problem? It smells like buttercream. I like the smell of it, that's for sure.
I didn't sift it, but I don't always sift it. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Does it say to sift it?
No.
It didn't say to sift it.
No.
Well,
We'll make the best of it. It's a rustic look.
mm-hmm.
Plus, we're just gonna paint it on anyways, so it should go into the freezer or into the fridge for now.
Does it say that?
That looks so wrong.
Does it taste good? Taste it. That's the important thing. If it tastes good, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, it tastes good. It just looks weird.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be grainy. Why is it grainy?
Maybe we're supposed to cream the sugar and butter together first? Doesn't say that, but maybe. And we probably have enough of everything to try again. I have a whole other bag of powdered sugar in the
Can I put
pantry.
this in a container to save?
To try? Like if we don't, the other one doesn't come out better?
I don't want to trash it.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Here.
Is this wet? Good.
Will it fit in this
A
bowl?
little bit of blue. Crush it with a mortar and pestle. I don't think that's going to help too much. We do have one, though, somewhere. Would you like a spatula?
Yes, please.
Sorry, walked away the keyboard a second. Oh, no, that's perfect. You're back. We have questions. Why is our buttercream so grainy? Is it a problem with our powdered sugar, potentially? Did we overbeat it?
Whip it.
I think we whipped
quickly
it too long. I think we whipped it too long and it started to crystallize. Because I feel like it was creamier prior.
That doesn't look right.
It looks very wrong, I agree.
It tastes good, but it looks very, very wrong.
Maybe we're supposed to add more sugar? It does add more sugar. You know?
Can we see this?
I have no idea.
I don't know. It looks like slime, like that gooey,
Or
weird,
just
like
grainy.
grainy slime we used to play with when we were kids. I'm assuming everyone's around my age.
I don't think that's the case with everyone.
Well,
Not quite.
okay, let's put that in the fridge.
Okay. See, like this part looks okay.
Should we cover
Maybe we
it?
look up.
Should we cover
While
it?
I start to put it together, yeah, I'll cover it. Will you look up making buttercream, like if they're like
I
do's
need to
and don'ts
watch
on buttercream?
First.
Yes, okay. I feel like there's something we're doing wrong?
Well, it wouldn't be the first time,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
but either way. At least we're trying. Okay, I Googled here. Sweet one that comes almost close to prestige, this one called Bounty. Sorry, frosting is totally out of my wheelhouse. I think I remember temp of the butter being wrong. Temp of the butter being wrong. Okay, that's good to know. I wonder if it needed like cold butter. It wouldn't be cold butter.
It just needs to be like room temperature. What did you do to it?
It was melty, but it wasn't melted.
You can't.
No? Probably too far? Are these, I think these are going to be soft enough. These are room temperature. Of course, we're 1/2 short. I think that'll be okay. We'll use a little less sugar. All right, well, we'll give that a try with a little bit firmer butter. And I'm going to look up just real quick. Buttercream icing grainy. Why is buttercream icing grainy? Why is buttercream buttercream icing grainy? All right, here you want. Confectioner's sugar has cornstarch in it, resorbs liquids and causes lumps in the frosting.
So, Viper says, Googled it and says it can become grainy if sugar doesn't break down completely.
If you mix on high speed from the first place, too much air may get incorporated, leading to a grating frosty. How to fix grainy. So it could be that there's cornstarch in it. To prevent this from happening, sift your powdered sugar thoroughly, even twice if you have to. This will help ensure a smooth buttercream frosting.
Well, I didn't sift it.
Okay, so we need to sift it. There's one. Then we need to not beat it so fast. Mix the butter and sugar first as well. Then add any additional liquids. Okay, so butter, sugar first. Lowest setting, slowly increase to medium.
Where's all the powdered sugar?
Good to know. It is in there in a pink bag.
Not this, is it?
Yep, that one. That's not the same stuff. That's different from the other one that we didn't like at all.
Okay.
So let's sift.
So how much do you want me to do?
Like 3.5 cups. 3.5 cups worth. Well, we got 2 more minutes on our cake. And we've got 9 more minutes on our bread.
Check it.
To check it, yes, but still. Oven light. Oh man, I filled them perfectly. Look at them. Take a look. Perfectly. Perfectly filled.
We're gonna.
Not an ounce spilled.
They're gonna need more cooking time.
Yeah, oh yeah, they definitely need more cooking time. And you can tell just by the gooiness of the top.
And the fact that the centers are still.
Dropped like that.
Yeah.
Because they're dropping it like it's hot.
So you put it in for 18 minutes, and this says 25 to 30. So how much longer do you want to put it in for?
Let's bring it to the 25 mark probably. Because I do think these are just as thick, you know. So 7 more minutes. Timer off. Timer on. Plus our oven is always takes longer. Haven't you noticed that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's about 1.
Start getting our butter into our bowl. We're gonna make a chance at this. We learned a lot from Al and Gabby, how to make cakes and sweets. We should help each other. This is so fantastic. I feel happy seeing this. Well, thank you so much, Adrielle.
Adrielle.
Yeah, I'll make sure I say that right. That's very sweet to hear. We appreciate the kind words.
This is gonna make a mess.
Yeah, it always does. I just want, I want to make sure your cake comes out as nicely as it can. Can't have lumpy buttercream. It was gross looking.
It was, yeah. It's like that one night when I made icing, remember? And then you made it, I made it, and it was crystallized and lumpy, and then you made it. Now it's going to be reversed. You made it the crystallized lumpy one this time.
Well, I'm making this one too. Where's our whippy beater? I'm going to clean the beater. Let it be noted, I have cleaned a dish tonight. No one can say I didn't help clean. That's a little soap. Ooh, we're almost out of soap, sweetie. We have more, right?
Under the sink.
Okay. Under the sea?
Yes, so right now I'm just gonna, can you guys see this at all? Or is the book just completely in the way? I'm sitting here with a bowl and a sifter.
Sifting away.
Sifting the powdered sugar.
And you're not gonna beat it?
What do you mean beat it?
Beat it, beat it. No?
Nope, no Michael Jackson here tonight.
How do we know when there's not there?
What do you mean?
Oh, we got another, what was it, emote. We're gonna learn all the words eventually. Positive of it. Let's see.
You know what? I should have gotten the round one.
The what round one? The bigger one?
The hand crank one.
Oh, yeah. It does say to sift it twice too.
I'm not sifting this twice.
I'll sift it once then. We want it to come out perfect.
Do you want to get me the other one and I'll just start using that one?
Swing. Plus, we got plenty of time. We still have another whole set of cakes to make and come out and cool. All right, I'm coming in.
Hold on, let me pour this one in there first.
Hold on, you're getting all the stuff off the bottom, which might not be as sifted.
Okay, whoa, 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 whoa.
I want to make sure it's enough.
Well, I know, but I was measuring it with the cup first.
Oh, I was not aware.
So I
My apologies.
definitely don't need to add any more now.
How much did you have before?
1.
Well, we can remeasure. We'll get you another bowl. You know, because you can scoop that back into there for the second sifting. You know, so it's properly sifted, of course. All right, we got 4 more minutes on cake, 5 more minutes on bread.
Well, if there's ever an emergency, I'll be prepared for the hand cranking radio.
Oh, is that right? That's how you think emergencies are going to work?
I don't know.
Hand crank radio is going to be the most important? Mm-hmm. Yep, maybe so.
Sit there like Ron Weasley and listen for people's names.
Would you like me to do this part? I thought this is my cake to you. So you want to make your own cake?
No, I don't want to make my own cake, but I'm slightly under. Okay, I give up now.
Did you break it?
Maybe.
You did? Okay. It was broken for a
I
second.
got stuck. Sifting 1 time is a crime. Sift it twice and it will be nice. That's fun.
We're going to have to keep that. Can you remember that for every time?
I can try.
All right, that's a bunch of lumps, so I'm going to discard.
Why?
Because we don't want a bunch of lumps.
But you're sifting it. That's the point of it. You're getting rid of
Yeah,
the
but you got to make sure, because we don't want to just beat the lumps into it, right? We want the lumpy bits out. Okay. You think this is enough sugar?
Probably.
Okay.
Do you want me to
Sifting
remeasure?
back in. Yeah, measure into my cup.
That's half a cup. Say 1 cup-ish.
Okay.
1.5.
Uh-oh. What happened? I lost the monitor. Came back.
2-ish. Yeah, that's more than enough.
Where'd my rag go? What do you mean 2 cups?
That's 2 right in here right
Oh,
now.
okay. Get out of the way. No sifting. No fair. This is my
So
sifting
can I throw
duty.
this one out then?
Yes, that is. But bring back the bowl,
Okay.
because there might be little lumpy bits from the second time. This is definitely a lot smoother.
Let's see. The cakes still are not done yet. And there's only 2 minutes left.
Are you sure they're not done?
They still look wobbly in the center.
Do you want to toothpick it just in case? You can always close it back up and just keep going. No? Okay. Here we go. Powdering on up.
Does a little shake singing work help?
Seems to have. Ooh, that looks real powdery. I feel he may not fully understand. You can sift out the lumps and take them. Okay, fair enough. But I thought the idea was the lumps had the cornstarch in it, and that was the idea of what we were getting out. Here, will you hold this over while I try and smoosh the rest of this powdered sugar in there? This doesn't feel like 4 cups to me.
That's probably about 3.5.
So we might have to do this again.
But you didn't take. You don't have all
I
the
didn't
butter.
have quite enough butter yet, so we'll be a little.
And we can always
little
add
butter
more.
shy. Yep.
You look at the cakes. I don't know that they're ready.
Okay. Where's the toothpicks go?
They're already out.
Oh, I didn't know.
I grabbed them earlier.
Well, we can't all know all things always.
That's what I said.
You said that?
It's raw in the center.
Still very, very liquidy. Timer off. We're gonna hit it for another 5,
7.
7.
I don't know. It's just so raw in there.
It is fully raw. We'll go 7. But yeah, it's just.
I think you filled it a bit too much because now they're overflowing. But where do I buy one of these? Oh, we got this at Williams Sonoma.
Is that one from Williams-Sonoma?
This is from Williams Sonoma. We used it with wedding money.
We would not normally buy it from Williams-Sonoma because it would be ridiculous.
I'm sure you could
buy
probably
it,
get one.
just about any Target has it. Anybody has it.
They're in Brazil too.
Well, yes.
Probably the internet.
Okay. What are you doing?
It's fine. I promise.
Okay. So it says low speed.
You're supposed to cream the sugar and the butter first.
That is correct. I feel like I'm going to make a mess.
Probably.
Hold on. All right, so we're going to go low speed, no higher than medium. And we're going to bring this butter and sugar together. Yes? Would you like to? Or would you want me to? I'm happy to.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
Ooh,
keep the
thanks.
towel. Keep the towel. I didn't know it was that important. You're losing all me sugar.
I'm not losing anything, and it's not doing anything because the butter wasn't. The butter's all stuck in the center.
Okay, well, we're going to have to pull it out. Battery's on the dense side. Pans are filled a bit full. Takes a bit longer than you might think. Yeah, that's what we're realizing now. All right, maybe it was a little cooler than I thought. The outside of it felt nice and
I thought you would have cut
creamy.
it into smaller pieces. I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
I
I'll
didn't
go.
know. That's okay, I got it.
I got it.
I really do. I'll give it back to you.
I got it.
Okay. Well, Gabby will be right back. She has to send somebody to bed. If we don't catch him quick, he'll stay up as long as he's allowed. And it's a school night, so that's no good. But unfortunately, our butter's not quite soft as I thought it was, so hopefully maybe it mixes into there and we'll cream in with the sugar. If not, we're in a bit of a predicament. And I might have to just stick the whole thing into the oven for a moment. Who knows? Where's my wet rag? There we go. Yeah, it's just butter chunks in there. I didn't want to go too, cool on the butter. I mean, too warm on the butter, sorry. But I don't think this is going to work. I mean, it might. This might do it. We'll let this go a little bit. It might do it. Good night, Theodore. Love you, buddy. I'll be up in a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to let this go nice and slow. It's all starting to combine into one thing. So I think the butter's softening as I beat it. A lot of it's gotten into the center, but I think I can fix that. Oh, also, I forgot, we have to add milk and other things. This should come right out on its own. But I'm gonna, that made it very stiff. Nah, maybe not.
It smells really good.
Oh, that's good to hear. Would you mind hooking?
I gotta go back up.
Oh, okay, not a problem. It's creamed together better as one thing, it appears. And I don't see large crystals yet. So ideally, we turn this into something. The way this sugar and butter feels is so, it's very dough-like. It's kind of gross, very slick. But I'm sure it tastes wonderful. I mean, it's just butter and sugar. Yep, that was quite good. Okay. I'm gonna turn that on slow again. I don't want to overbeat it because I think that might have been part of what happened last time. Let me get my measuring cup again. I need another half cup of milk, which means I can drink some more milk. Right, half cup, that's what it said. Yep. Oh, I might have gone a little far on the milk. A little over half. Let's just not add all of it. Ooh, very liquid. All right, let's get that bowl tightened back down. Ah! I gotta get all this butter out, but there's so much liquid milk at the bottom now. Hopefully it'll combine nicely. Might have to add more sugar this time, just the way this is looking. Unless it is able to cream together here and incorporate that milk nice. We might be looking at a little bit more sugar this particular time. Alrighty. Maybe not. Although I'm concerned that is starting to turn back into crystals. I think adding that milk might have cooled the butter down too much. Maybe the milk's too cold. Because we just instantly made crystals again. I'm hoping we'll bring it to medium. Now we need to go ahead and put in our 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Alrighty, we got 1 teaspoon. I don't know, sweetie. Adding that milk kind of looked like maybe. You want to take a look at it? All right, these cakes might be done. I'm gonna grab another toothpick.
Hold on, Algabar said the batter was on the dense side and the pans were filled a bit full, so I would bet the cakes may take a bit longer than you might think.
Yeah.
Do you have a hair? Yes, I have a hairdryer.
I think we're good on that now.
Perfect.
What do you mean perfect?
No?
Still very gooey.
Oh.
It's just pure goo on the inside.
So how much longer?
I have no idea.
10 minutes?
I need a tent so these don't burn. I did another 7 minutes, didn't I?
Yeah.
These are gonna take way
But
longer.
you filled it very, very full.
I didn't know how much they rise.
Here. What is that?
What is
It looks
what?
worse.
I know, somehow it looks worse. I think we need to add more powdered sugar. I'm concerned. Warm the side of the mixing bowl, hairdryer. Fix it if it's seasoning when you add the milk. I mean, it's working. You want to try?
Warm?
Heat the bowl up.
Can we go get a blow dryer?
I mean, I feel like it's worth a try at this point.
Warm the side of the mixing bowl with a hairdryer to fix
Because I feel like that's what happened. When I put the cold milk in, that's when this happened. But this is also way too runny. So no matter what, we need more sugar.
Let's try sugar first. I'm not going to sift it.
Okay. But see, I just pulled off lumps off the side because I think it's just too cold. I never thought I'd have this much trouble making buttercream. It says, like, you know, this is supposed to be 8 cups of sugar in here total.
That looks better.
It might be we just needed more sugar mixed in with our butter and milk. Did we turn this back on?
Yes.
Okay. But it has risen plenty.
Yes.
Okay.
But you can, this is looking much better.
So I think we just didn't add enough sugar last time. You want to get the blue dye back out?
Hold on. I think we should add a little more.
We need a scraper for the sides. Where'd all of our spatulas go? And I think we might have figured out the issue. It looks like it was a lack of sugar. Because it's gotten way less grainy, but I don't know. I'm worried about beating it too much now.
Still some more.
Okay.
It's starting to look much better.
Did you want to dye it?
Not yet.
You don't want to dye it at all?
I do, but
Well, then we should do it when we don't have to mix too much. May I?
this tastes really good
1,
too.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think is what it needs. This tastes better, you said?
Taste it.
I'm okay. I'm gonna keep it nice and slow. We don't need to speed this up at all. Do you think that's better? Or should it be a little more sugar? 4 more minutes on the cake, and that one we can roll up anytime we want. What
No,
do
you
think?
have to punch it. You want me to punch it?
No, it doesn't say punch it. Next step on the challah was to turn it into a loaf.
Oh, this one is a different one. Okay,
Right?
sorry.
Lightly flour, soft smooth skin, silken smoothie, oil bowl, hour, lined baking tray with parchment paper, silicone paper, tipped dough, strands. Yeah.
Okay, and then you let it.
I'm gonna pull this apart so we can.
I still think it might need a little more.
Well, hold on. I want to get all this blue incorporated. This definitely doesn't look as grainy. It is
Definitely
grainy.
like the idea.
Of what?
Adding, like, using
The heat?
The heat,
Yeah.
but that looks much more like proper frosting.
And ideally, we shouldn't have to.
Well, unfortunately, that's what happens. This isn't in there all the way, is it? Did you lock it back?
Close enough.
A little bit more.
That's good. Cold milk might be the issue. Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought too. Hopefully that it was just a lack of sugar. I mean, it did say to add way more sugar. So I think maybe listening to directions this time was the right thing to do. Who would have thunk it? You take a look. I am parched. I have to have some water.
Significantly better.
Did you?
Nope.
You sure?
Positive.
There's a certain smell over here.
Was not me.
Oh. Lucy?
Potentially.
Lucy.
For all of those of you wondering, he's trying to accuse me of having passed gas.
Well,
And
there
I
was a
did
bit of
not.
aroma.
I did not. He likes.
Someone says close enough while baking scares me. Yeah,
That looks so much better.
it's fairly fair. At least you don't have me in your house saying it's close enough when I'm building structural walls. That really bothers some people too.
Okay, I think we're good. It's still a little grainy there.
It is still a little grainy.
Should we add some more?
I don't know. Do you think the grainy helps get rid of the grainy?
I don't know.
It says it should be smooth. It doesn't say it says that was part of the problem.
It's on 2, barely.
It seemed to think that was part of the problem in the internet.
Oh.
30 seconds. I guess I needed more toothpicks, don't I?
Probably.
Those toothpicks, they're sticking to my finger. It's still so gooey on the inside. Nah, it's close enough while doing DIY is fine. Not so much with baking. I suppose. I don't know. I've had some load-bearing walls where good enough, close enough definitely was not okay. There's the bottom story of like a 3-story home. Oh no, it's stuck to the foil.
We're gonna have to cut that off anyways.
That seems much better.
Perfect.
That actually
Pull it.
might be good. And they'll finish up a little bit, yeah?
Yeah. See, this still isn't right now. It looked good while it was being whipped
I
together.
think you beat it too much. It might have been overbeaten.
Well, we have 2 whatever frostings, so we're gonna go with it because I'm not making any more and we don't have enough frosting, enough powder.
All right.
So we're going with what we got, you guys. It may not be perfect, but it tastes good. And that's all that really matters, right?
Yes, of course. Taste. You definitely don't eat with your eyes first.
Hey, we will get better.
Yeah.
That's the point
So
of
how do we
this.
fix our buttercream? We're gonna have to research
Yep.
perfect buttercream.
Now the real question is should we use the original? Should we use that one? Should we mix them together? Ooh, no, we're not using this one. Compared
It's even worse. Yeah. This one's awful compared to this one. This one at least looks consistent.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, I think theirs does look a little grainy to begin with, too.
Can you guys see that?
This is why we need an overhead camera, which we have the parts on the way. We're gonna get a nice overhead shot so you can see all the mess that usually accompanies this. Important lesson I learned is always add more sugar. That's not a bad lesson.
Can I have a spatula?
Spatula. You sure you want to contaminate this wonderful icing with that?
Yeah.
This is awful thin, too.
Do you want to add more?
No. It does taste better. This particular icing does taste better. I don't know what happened. This is different powdered sugar. That is another thing. We'd used 2 different brands of powdered sugar. That could have been an issue. But this one's certainly tastier. I hate my sleeves falling halfway down. I don't know why I wore a long sleeve shirt. This cake feels good though. You know what I mean? I think I can turn them out. Should I?
Get a rack.
A rack.
A rack. We're not going to need the mixing bowl again, correct?
Should not, no.
Okay, then I'm just gonna put it in the fridge.
Can we, yeah, we'll get rid of a couple of these things all at once.
One moment.
That way I can turn these out in front of everybody so they can watch them either fall apart or not.
Whew.
We're gonna find out if my baking goo is any good.
I just realized this might not be enough frosting
Why?
because we have to put frosting in between each of the layers of the cake.
Well, we'll find out as we go. If we need to, we'll try and make a little more. Maybe that'll be the inside frosting and we'll end up with some outside frosting. It looks better. Okay. Let's move our mixer out of the way. See, I touched it, it went off. Sorry. We're gonna get that fixed. I promise. I am now done with it. Totally over it. Okay. We have our thing. Let cool before depanning. I know, but I need the pans pretty bad to be able to finish up the
you can
third
stick it in the
layer.
refrigerator for a bit.
Can I refrigerate it? Will that cause a problem? Don't they need, like, doesn't this help finish the bake, them being in the pan?
I suppose a little bit.
All right, well, you know what? Let's braid ourselves some challah.
If you say it correctly.
Challah bread.
Are we done with this?
Challah for the dollar. Yeah, I think so. I don't think we need that. I am dangerously parched. Much better. I'll set this aside. Is my wet rag laying anywhere?
On the floor.
Well, I don't want that anymore. Set this aside. Might I have a wet rag? How are we looking? Can we see everything?
Consider it for you.
Ooh. Interesting. I wonder if it's sitting pre-mixed is a problem.
Potentially.
Well, we're going to find out. At least it'll be the third layer and it won't be as big a problem.
Wait, it's still all in the cake.
If it doesn't turn out of the pan nicely, we won't use it. You know, we'll know pretty soon. It should be at least 20 minutes before taking it out of the pan. Oh, man. 20 minutes. Can I put them in the fridge? May I refrigerate? Or do they just stick too much if they're, because they look so loose. You know what I mean? They look like loose as a goose.
Your head is loose as a goose sometimes.
I'm just curious. I'm not going to take it out of the pan.
He took it out of the pan.
Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, it's hot. It looks real nice though. I'm sorry, but we have a schedule to keep. And these things are coming out one way or another. I will say, it does look like it came out nice. I assume, or just do that, I guess. Yeah. All right, get that one out of the way. This one's getting hot. It's gonna be real hot on the bottom. Ooh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot. There we go. I'm actually pretty happy with that.
I'm sad that we don't have more sprinkles, but they look delicious.
And we can cut one layer, you know, you'll have 4 layers, so they'll give us 6 layers. It'll be a 6-layer celebration
no
cake.
one needs that much cake.
You almost ordered that much cake.
I know, but if we're making it at home, I don't need that many layers. Can't we just stack the 2 and call it a day?
Stack the 2?
Yeah.
Just this.
Yeah.
But we have the batter.
I know, but well, don't stack yet.
I'm just looking to see. No, a celebration cake is taller. Plus, we're going to be cutting it off nice and flat. Now these can go into the fridge, though, to cool. I'm going to cool them.
I don't know where you're going to find space.
I will make space.
Those are probably no good anymore,
Yeah,
actually.
let's get rid of that.
Does anybody else like watermelon? I thoroughly enjoy it.
All right. Cakes in the oven, or fridge, so that we might cut them.
Do I need to wash these now?
One of them, please.
Only one of them?
Only one of them, please.
You're sure?
100%. I'm only making one.
Okay.
I'm totally putting another 525 in there, though. We're going to make sure it's the exact same amount of batter. Both times. The issue with doing that is not so much they would stick, nor that they can break as they come out. Okay, well, I got very lucky and they did not break. And I will probably not learn from my non-error in this case. No, if I were really making it and not really making it, if I were making it.
If I were really making it, oh, thank you.
If I were making it and it wasn't going to add an extra additional hour, first off, I would have made sure I had all 3 pans at one time. Then I would have been perfectly fine leaving it to go. We do need to go ahead and get this challah going though before
Go
we.
for it.
Well, I guess we should. It's easy enough to pan that up. Let's pan this up.
Well,
Sorry,
you're gonna have
a lot of things can happen.
Paint it first.
Oh, I'll paint it. Paint it like one of my French ladies. No, haven't you heard that? The expression? Mm-hmm. You familiar with the
I'd
expression?
like to know what French ladies you're painting.
Aren't you French?
No.
Oh, well, I don't have any French ladies I'm painting. Thank you very much. Did my goo go away?
No, it's right here.
Oh, and my brush?
I left it out.
Thank you very much. Ooh, I don't know that we should have left it out. Oh, that's still painting nice. Yeah. Let's bring it over here. Ish, we're doing that to come out. Yeah. Thankfully, we got lucky this time. I'm going to try and get lucky again, too, later on tonight.
Good luck.
With the challah. With the challah. All right, another little dab. Get
You're
this
still
panned
very
up
good
nice.
at braiding.
Hey, I made a wonderful infinity circle.
I bought 2 loaves of challah last week, both delicious.
Oh, nice.
Aha, thanks,
hey,
Vice.
and nice to see you again. He hasn't been, you just got in, right?
Well, yeah, I think so. Well, I usually make the challah bread in this house, and I think Alan has braided challah with me 1 time.
Twice, 3 times.
No,
2 or 3 times.
I don't think it's been
At
3.
minimum 2.
I'll give you at minimum 2.
So that could be 3 times then if minimum is 2.
No,
So 2 or 3 times.
no. In any case, he's not the best plait maker,
No, I make unique custom shapes.
which defeats the purpose of a braided plait of challah.
No, it doesn't. It makes it a unique custom shape. I need the scale, please. I must get 525.
We're done with this, right?
Yes, that can be refrigerated again. Pretty please. All right, we're at 0. We're going to give this a little stir now that your sprinkles have really broken down into it already. So we're just going to keep this in for a full 30 minutes before even attempting to check it this time. Oh, please
You
have it.
turned the oven off.
Was it 525 or 225? It was 525. I might not have enough. I'm gonna need a spoon for every last bit.
You have a spoon.
I'm gonna need a little spoon to get it off the
Would
big
you like
spoon.
a spatula?
No.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Lovely flowers. Yes, they are.
You want a spatula?
Yes. I gotta get every last drop. I mean, I guess it could be a little less thick, yeah?
I don't think it's gonna hurt it, but if you really wanna go for it.
It's so thick. Is what she said.
We'll get it all. If you're gonna do it,
Here's
do
my
it.
wooden spoon. You may have it.
It is a salad spoon.
It is my
It has been ruined.
fancy cake spoon. Oh, it's 525, right? I
Yeah.
went over. Take a little out. 526. 526. Be good enough. All right, let's slam this guy down, get it flattened. Hopefully that's not too loud for everybody. And if it was, there's nothing else I could have done. Oh, Brandon's back. Yes, very custom loaf, Brandon. Very, very custom loaf. I might braid this one real fun like.
Oh boy.
Wait, it's not hot yet.
No,
We shall wait.
because you turned the oven off.
Well, you know, the oven said to be turned off. It beeped at me.
It peeked at you.
It was a very aggressive oven beep. All right. Time for challah.
No, I'd like a first class seat to this, so can we bring a chair over for me, please?
Why, certainly. You got it? Would you
gonna-
like some help?
I'd like some help, please.
Okay.
There's things in the way. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My seat.
Okay. I think that's lit back nicely. All right, I want to... Is this wet rag clean?
Yeah.
Okay, so my surface is clean then.
Yes.
That's a clean surface?
Yes.
Okay.
But I dry
Cake
it.
batter and salad is mostly the same, just a bunch of plant matter mixed in a bowl.
Yeah,
Check
yeah.
it out. It is. That makes a lot of sense.
Just more so the fact that
I get away with whatever I want in this
there
house.
are other wooden spoons he could use.
This actually looks like a little wonderful loaf of dough. Quite a nice dough ball. Okay, we need a sheet pan. Would you like to help me with the sheet pan? We have another, don't we? It's over there in your Jenga stack. Might I have the Jenga stack?
I'm going.
I need that lined with baking parchment or silicone paper. Doesn't make any sense, but sure. Oh, it makes plenty of sense. I'm on board with what you're putting down there. Okay. We're gonna tip it onto a lightly floured surface, fold inward until the air is knocked out and the dough is smooth. So let's grab ourselves some flour and lightly flour.
I got the pan over here.
I think I need a little more flour. Because I got it, and I'm gonna be rolling out the dough and making these big loaves. You caught my thingy.
Your thingy?
You got my thingy. All right.
You gonna make one
Get
big
a nice
loaf?
clean hand. I believe, well, yes, I'll only make one big loaf. I was gonna make it another unique shape, but I do actually want to eat this bread and I want it to bake properly.
Okay.
I was gonna make 2 round nubbins and then a nice long braid in the center.
So it could be like super.
It was gonna be fantastic. All right, tip it out. Come on, dough.
You can use your hands for this, you know.
It says to tip it. It didn't say use my hands.
Well, when you tip a cow, you run it the whole thing.
I think you put your back into it when you're tipping a cow. You didn't oil this bowl
Yes, I
aggressively.
did. Yes, I did.
Well, it's so sticky. Okay. All right, wants me to fold it in on itself. Right, just fold under on itself is what it said, no?
I don't know. I didn't read the directions. You're doing you.
Fold inward repeatedly until all the air is knocked out. I'm gonna fold it under. Until all the air is knocked out and there's a smooth ball. All right, that feels really quite nice.
Now you're gonna need to weigh it.
Weigh it.
Well, you want 3 equal pieces, unless you're gonna do a 6. You want to do
3
3
equal
braids,
pieces.
4 braids.
I'm doing 3 equal pieces.
You could do 6 braid.
It says 3 equal pieces.
Oh, I'm just wanting to know how fancy you want to get.
How dirty do we think the scale is?
It's clean. I wiped it.
844.
Why don't you just call it 845?
Do you want to do the math?
No.
I don't have my phone. 845 divided by 3. Pretty please. It's a shame we don't have, where's Eddie when you need him?
Hey, is Eddie here? He left us with the timer.
I will say, we were quite disappointed about the timer, Eddie.
281.
281.
0.6666. Repeating.
Okay. 230. 260.
Why don't you?
100 what? 290. Can I combine the dough back together afterwards?
Yes.
278 is going to be close enough.
I'm gonna put the cake in.
Okay,
For
thank
30
you very
minutes?
much. Yep, 30 minutes. We're looking for 281, 258. Are you sure you got this right? 258, 260. Yeah, there's no way you got that right on the measurement. Because it just gave me 3 different measurements. You know what I mean? Like that's the heaviest one. These 2 are lighter.
Okay, well then add to the others. I don't know what to tell you. What are they?
Tare. We've got 274, 280, that's pretty close. 290.
So put more on this one, and then they'll be all about the same.
Now that's 300. 300. 300. What is going on here? The scale now is positive 20. 275. 291.
It's okay if it's a little over.
287. They're close enough. Okay. Time to invest in industrial dough divider. What's that? Industrial dough divider? I'm not familiar.
Shall I look it up?
Now, how long is 22 centimeters? This is 14.
You do construction stuff.
I don't measure in centimeters. So it's 15.
Where's your internet?
Here to there. So 15.
Thank you. Lord Vega's on saying happy birthday.
8.
Thank you for joining us this evening.
7.
As I've been saying, we're celebrating my birthday with all of you guys tonight. My actual birthday is on Wednesday.
So wants me to roll-
I still appreciate all of the birthday wishes.
Wants me to roll it 22 centimeters. That's 22 centimeters.
Big thing that divides dough into equal
Okay,
size balls.
fair enough. That says 22 centimeters.
I would do longer.
It says 22 centimeters. I just measured. Right? This centimeters. That's centimeters. That's 15. 15 plus 7, right?
You can't take it back once you've said it.
That seems crazy. I do like a nice big challah, a thick challah. Your challahs have been awful thin. So I'm not going to go too thick on it.
You mean too thin?
Too thin, yes. That's the word I was looking for. So I'm going to roll.
You at least have to make it an even.
There's too much flour here. Ruining my dough.
I pick 'em bulbous, Vice says. Bulbous is possible. You got a hole there.
A hole. What do you mean?
Do you get an egg for your egg wash, or do you want me to do that
Would
for
you mind? Would you mind doing that?
You'd like me to do that for you?
Yes, please.
You think that would be nice of me?
I think that would be wonderful.
You gotta.
What do you mean?
Well, it's just not.
It's more about the braiding. The braiding is when where the
mean-
shape really comes out.
Okay. Although I'm glad that there's someone else who I had a habit. Dividers have. Oh yeah, he doesn't need that then.
I'm not a dumb employee.
I didn't say you were a dumb employee, but you have almost cut your whole finger off before.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I do it all the time.
We just don't need a reason for you to do it potentially again. Where is this?
It's got to be a better way to roll this. And it's got so much air in it.
That's your doing.
Maybe it's recombining the balls. I'm trying to pop the air bubbles so it doesn't become a problem. But every one I pop, I get another one. Maybe that's why it normally says to punch it down. I folded it out thinking that I got all of it separated. I'm just hoping my yeast is active enough to bring this back together for me. Okay. Now, should I braid it on the pan?
No, you can braid it there and then move it to the pan.
Okay. So I got my 3 equal length logs.
No, you're gonna.
I'm
Braid
gonna wet
over
one
or
end, right?
under?
I have no idea how it works. I'm gonna go around in a circle until it's braided.
Well, you can do an over braid or an under braid.
I've wet my hands gently
Are you?
to pinch these all together at the end into one continuous strand. Oh yeah.
She's a big girl.
She's a big, big girl. She's a big old girl. She's a big, big girl. That's a Family Guy.
Never seen it.
I am quite happy with how my little roll looks. I need some more water
need
for my
to-
hands to pinch.
Redo the other side too, probably a little bit.
I should have gotten a little water bowl, I feel like. Excuse you, Lucy. Also, this chair is just...
I know it's very poorly placed, but I thought you were going to take more time with making something intricate.
No, I
braiding.
wanted to make a nice looking challah bread. And when I get intricate, typically it burns or whatever else. Pretty happy with that end.
I'd fix that end.
And I'm now happier with this end. I'm gonna scrunch it together a little bit.
Here's your tray. You're gonna have to move it so it'll squinch some when you pick it up to move it to the tray.
I'm very concerned about moving it.
Do you want me to move it for you?
No,
I do have expertise training in this.
I'll just reassemble it if I need to.
Now you need to do your first egg wash.
Hold on, I wanna pretty it up before we do too much. All right, I can pretty it up still, can't I?
I'd let it rise.
Just let it rise, you think it'll pretty itself up?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Prior to, now how's my braid look? Not too bad? That doesn't look very well beaten.
It's beaten.
Okay. You know you're supposed to egg wash it in the last 5 minutes too, right?
Yeah, you egg wash it, you let it rise, and you egg wash it again.
Oh, and when you go to pull it out, 5 minutes before it's done, you egg wash it again. It keeps from having the white lines. I read something somewhere that said that. I don't remember where, but I done read it.
Now the question is, do you just want plain challah? Do you want
Salted.
challah? Do you want everything
I
challah?
want sea salt, coarse sea salt, sprinkled all over this bad boy. And it's going to be delicious. I know you're partial to the everything though, and this is your birthday stream.
No, it's
so if you'd
fine.
like the everything, that's fine.
We can do the
It's
salted.
also fine with me.
Agabar says not bad at all.
Thank you. I love a nice toasted piece of challah bread with butter for breakfast. This is actually one of the ways that she convinced me that we should date, basically. Kept me on the hook till marriage. She made lots of challah bread. It slowed down drastically after marriage. I'm not sure why. It's almost like it takes time and effort. And you'd already bagged me.
I still make it for special occasions.
Yeah, for other people is what
No.
that is. Special occasions means other people.
No, I make it for holidays.
I want to pinch that dough together down there again.
I'm gonna set a timer for 45 minutes.
Okay, I think that came together. Coincidence, maybe? Oh, yes, but it's definitely just a coincidence. No other reason for it.
Okay, up to 45 minutes for that to double. Here, you wanna leave it on there? We're gonna have to do it again.
Yeah, it's rising. Will it fit in the...
No,
It won't?
no.
Just put it on top of the oven then. That shouldn't be too hot, right?
No, it's not.
Okay. All right,
So we're going.
we're going. You know what time it is now? Soda bread time.
Soda bread. We're running out of bowls here without me having to do all of the dishes all over again.
I just need one bowl for the soda bread.
That
May I
one's
have
too
one
small.
full-size bowl? Pretty please. And my magic bread spoon. I would very like my bread spoon, please. Bread time, knew it. Yep, it's always bread time. I was considering an additional white loaf, but we would have had to start that at the beginning.
I still want to make the cob loaf, the cottage cob.
Yeah, maybe that's next time. Which we will be back on Friday this week. We're going to take Wednesday off for my sweet wife Gabby's birthday. Figured we'll take that whole day off and have some fun. Maybe have a nice dinner. Unfortunately, all the great places we can't go to because you're a little bit pregnant.
I just want sushi so
There's
bad.
a fantastic sushi place here that does crispy rice with spicy tuna on top. And then they have miso glazed black cod that's fantastic. Just super fresh sashimi. I mean, it's just awesome how they do it. But alas, being pregnant, they tell you not to eat the fish. I don't know why. I'm sure it's mercury or heavy metals or whatever other silly reason they could think of. Oh, you know it's great because Akabar will be here tonight. so he can tell us exactly why we are not making our soda bread correctly.
The soda bread wasn't as upsetting as the wheat bread.
I don't know. The soda bread was pretty upsetting. So we have our
Maybe
buttermilk.
he's never made soda bread.
Maybe so, but
Are
maybe.
you going to do clarified butter, or are you just going to try to do it?
Oh, that's right. We should clarify the butter. I'll get a little pan. What do we think? A stick of butter? How much butter should we put?
However much you want.
So we can just add a little extra flour. This is an independent restaurant.
It's a chain.
Is it? Yeah, it's kind of a chain. So it is a sister restaurant to Nobu, Malibu. So all of the staff and ownership were trained by that famous sushi place called Nobu in LA. But it's called Matsuhisa. I believe I pronounced that correctly. And that's here in Denver. But we had...
It's also in Vail.
Is there?
Yes, we've been to
I
it.
forgot. When did we go to that one?
Didn't we? Oh, maybe
No.
that was me and her.
It definitely wasn't the two of us. I think we looked at it. I know exactly where it is now that you say it. Well, since I'll be spending some time up there, maybe I'll go visit.
You have fun.
Uh-huh.
I should still sit and watch.
All right, soda bread time. Solid spot. Yes. Yes, it is. Milk loaf, crusty loaf, soda bread. Look how good I am just to flip into the page I want.
The thing.
Moved what thing?
My name is now
Oh, no.
disheveled.
Have I reshoveled your name?
I'd like to complain to the board.
Did I reshovel it?
Eh,
All right, what got worse? Reshoveled. Perfect.
better.
Okay. I need a scale. $500 grams of plain white flour.
Well, are you going to clarify butter or no? Shouldn't we do that first?
Yes, we should do that first. I'll get a stick. Uh-oh.
You can do it from frozen.
Uh-oh. Oh, are these cakes cold yet? No, they're still hot. Let them cool.
Are we going to have time to frost cakes tonight?
100%, sweetie.
You're not supposed to do it when they're warm.
They won't be. That one might be. These two won't. Where did all the butter go?
Shelf. And you said I don't need to purchase any more butter. Can we have
I want to
plastic
know,
out?
this was prior to, oh, you mean Costco, you mean butter in general. What do you want? Plastic out?
Plastic.
When you first bought that butter, we were not baking 4 nights a week, 3 or 4 different
Amanda just wants
recipes.
to knead the dough. We don't have time to clarify the butter.
That's correct. Let me get to that dough. All right, we'll put 4 frozen sticks of butter out. I'll give you that too.
Josh?
Thank
Soda
you.
bread is not yeasted bread, so not my specialty, but I have made it a few times. So if I can help, I will. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Akabara.
How much butter does he think? A whole stick.
Just do a whole stick.
Because again, we'll just add more flour if we need more flour. Maybe we're making a hybrid. You know, maybe this is buttered soda bread.
That clink, though.
Because it's solid.
Rock solid.
All right, so I'm just going to spoon off the bits that come to the top, basically. So I need a little bowl, a little trash bowl,
You have a bowl there.
and I need a spoon.
You can grab a spoon.
Okay.
Also, the oven's gonna need to be a lot hotter. 400 degrees.
Well, we can't do that yet. We got another 15 minutes in there. Come on, rise, baby, rise. That's rising, isn't it?
Yes, it is, but
I want a big puffy loaf.
that's baked at 425.
Okay, and what's
This
that
is
at?
400.
400.
You're in a bit of a conundrum.
That one will finish before this is risen. And then this will bake and it'll be done.
Okay.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Alan, Gabby. Hey, Eddie's back. Let's see. Oh, it's doing butter. So over here, I'm melting down some butter.
Has it started
What
yet?
I'm concerned about is this is too big.
What's too big?
Do we know exactly how to clarify butter? Would you mind looking up just a butter clarification recipe? I need clarification on clarification. Go on, that was good. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Let's see.
Gonna learn today. Gonna learn today.
How to, you're saying the
You
direction?
know what that means, wham bam? I believe I know what it means. There'll be no whamming, no bamming, no thank you, ma'aming. Low heat, skim the milk proteins to float. Okay,
That's
I'm
what
on
Laura said earlier.
fairly low heat.
Do you need more clarification than that?
No, it's just this feels too big and the solids are too difficult to get to because it's going to be so thin in the bottom. I might have to pour this off into something else that's smaller so that the stuff comes up to the top. What does it mean?
I'm not appropriate for.
I'm not exactly sure. I've heard it in context, but I've never thought about the actual meaning. I'm assuming it means
It's in a
whoopee.
song by Dean Martin.
It means whoopee.
It's in a song by Dean Martin.
So it definitely means whoopee. It's in a song by Dean Martin. Okay. Yeah, it's inappropriate. Okay, that's what I thought.
So
Pretty
you want
sure.
another bowl?
I don't know.
You want me to do more dishes?
I think I can just tip it over to the side and let it come out.
Works for me.
This is the longest I've ever
We don't
melted
need
butter.
this? Well, good things take time, sir. Good things take time.
Yeah. I'm really making an effort with this soda bread this time. So I think I had something good. I really do.
See, we need a camera here too.
I don't think we need this camera. I think we have just enough cameras. But I'll just say it's similar to the sheep shagger thing. Yeah, I figured that's where we were going with it. It seems sheep shagger-esque.
Do you want me to start putting these ingredients together?
Yeah, why don't you
Okay.
do that?
So,
Please.
500 grams
And I'll take a
of
seat. Yeah, melt my butter.
all-purpose
butter.
flour.
Don't put too much.
Why would I put too much?
I don't know. I'm just making sure.
I can follow directions.
I feel like I wish I had some lobster now to poach in this wonderful.
Ooh, that would be really nice. Lobster sounds delicious.
Guess what? Chicken butt. If I guessed what correctly, I want a prize. Oh wait, be right back. Okay, see you in a bit.
Let's see, 352. Ooh. Just find a full fat buttermilk seller and it won't take as long.
Yeah, I agree. We went to 3 different stores. No one had any buttermilk. This was the only store, and this was the only buttermilk. It was really an issue.
Provides a problem.
It was quite an issue.
Okay, we have
I
5.
just feel like it's not separating like I want it to yet. I'll tell you soon.
Okay,
We will be here.
these are
That's 500?
500.
Okay, next.
1 teaspoon of a bicarbonate soda.
What's that mean?
Baking soda.
Should we get some Coca-Cola and put it in there? Is that correct?
Coca-Cola.
Bicarbonate of soda.
Is that in Coca-Cola? I guess it would be in Coca-Cola, right?
I don't know that it is. No, it's carbonated with carbon dioxide. They force it into the drink, I believe.
I enjoyed using my soda stream. Mm-hmm. I made it very, very bubbly. Have any of you guys ever used a soda stream before? 1 teaspoon.
Do we still have it?
Yeah,
So we can make some random soda now?
we could.
We can put some caramel syrup and sugar and boil it down and make our own Coca-Cola with our coca leaves?
Yeah,
So we're gonna source coca leaves
sure.
to chew on?
Oh, yeah.
Woo! It's my birthday. I have not.
SodaStream. It's fun. I never got like the different syrups or anything. I just wanted to stop spending so much money on having sparkling water. And then I would put way too much carbonation in it, and it was delicious. 1 teaspoon of salt.
Okay, I think this is gonna work. It's almost all melted.
And 400 milliliters of buttermilk. So where did the
How clarified does it need to be?
clarified?
Perfectly clarified?
I would assume that's what clarified butter is. I have to clean this really quickly for some buttermilk. How's it going over there?
It's actually coming along pretty nice. I'm just whisking, slowly trying to pull the solids out to the side. They kind of convect upwards in general. And then I get them over in the corner and I scoop them out.
Convect.
Yeah. The warm upward current lifts the chunks.
I know what it means. I'm just
And then they
saying
come and
it's
float
not
upon the
something
top.
you use in normal conversation.
Well, you use it in baking plenty.
Akabar says you want to evaporate most of the water, so it will take a bit of time.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Wouldn't have thought about that. It is taking quite a bit. In more and more forms each time. I also feel like I'm removing butter. Or, you know,
No, I
not the milk fats.
can't read your mind.
Don't you know?
No, I don't know. Okay.
Right?
So, 400 milliliters of buttermilk. Do I need to shake the buttermilk first? Maybe.
Yeah, seems
I
like
will.
worthwhile.
Just in case. Lucy.
Okay.
Yes.
I might be clarifying butter over here.
Let's see, 400. There we go, 400. So all of the ingredients are ready for you as soon as you have your butter ready.
How much of it should I use?
Whatever floats your boat, however much fat you want to add to it.
I want all the fat.
Okay.
I want full fat.
Use all of
I
it.
probably only want to put like 2 tablespoons.
You have to remember that butter is roughly 15% water, which is why pure fats are usually better for baking, but not this time. Interesting.
And that's why I was going to use the lard. No water in the lard.
I think the idea of clarified butter is better.
I think he just wanted to see me clarify butter. Mm-hmm. As we can tell, this is a very
Strenuous
interesting process.
You're definitely taking long enough.
You can see the water droplets bubbling out.
Is that enough for you, or do you want more?
Have you remembered butter 15%?
I just read that.
Do I want more what?
Do you want more, or is that enough?
More what?
More of the clarified butter.
I mean, if you look, see all the little driblets?
Yeah, I see the driblets.
Now that I stirred through, I got to get those driblets out.
Wow.
This actually might take forever.
That's true, but adding pig fat to buttermilk might work, but might be weird too.
Pig fat sounds delicious.
Not everybody likes pig fat.
Who doesn't like bacon?
People who've never had it.
All right, that's clarified enough for me.
It's off.
As one famous baker once said, that's good enough.
Who said that? You?
Yeah,
I don't
no.
think you're famous yet.
No, Akbar said he cringes every time somebody says it's good enough baking.
Oh.
That was being funny. One, a two, a three,
Viper says easy peasy.
a four.
Is that gonna be enough for you?
You know what? Let's go 5. Butter's good.
Are you sure?
You know what? Now that you've said it, you're right. We should do 6.
I'd say just do the whole thing.
No, can't do the whole. This is the right amount?
Yep, 400.
And then I just fingered around?
You just finger do it.
Okay. Hopefully this doesn't curdle from the hot butter. Maybe I can cool butter down. Is it hot?
Do you want to warm up the milk?
Ooh, that's hot. Nope. I'm just gonna start the butter going into the flour.
Wait, 6 is an even number and 7 is lucky.
Well, it's too late. I done touched it. All right, right on in. All of it?
I guess.
Should I butter my fingers?
Probably.
6 is a perfect number.
Akabara says, open your bakery and keep it running for a decade or so that you can say good enough and I won't cringe anymore.
Fair enough. Oh, this smells bad. I don't think I like the smell of buttermilk.
If we do finally get to open a bakery, I'm going to make sure that there's a placard.
Not if we do. You say when we do.
When we do. I'm going to make sure that there's a placard that says good enough with Alan on it, and I'm going to ask that Akabara come and sign it so that one day we can have...
No, I would like it to say Akabara on it, right? Like it was his line. Good enough. We took this wonderful motto from this beautiful man.
Does it feel better this time?
Nope. This feels no different.
Do you want me to get another small pan?
This feels very sticky. Remember we had to add flour last time for me to be happy? I think we're adding flour again this time.
I know, but it doesn't call for that.
Okay. Remember how awful yours looked and how mine looked kind of okay?
I know, but it's just...
And we would have baked it, but it would have, the oven was on fire.
Okay, hold on. Let's get a pan.
Some Pam?
No Pam. We haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. Was it Joshua?
Nick and Joshua? Rick
Something
and
like
Joshua?
that. Rick and Josh. Nick and Josh.
I don't know.
Drake and Josh.
Okay.
All right, I need a lightly floured surface, I believe, to try and not knead this, but to turn it into something. Right, I bring it together, I cut it all the way through into quarters, and then dust it with a little flour.
Ready?
Yep. My bad, was just joking. Oh, so we don't like that number. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people, not a big fan. I did finally make my own buttermilk. What is this?
I don't know. It's
Bicarbonate of soda.
That's your problem.
No, it's not. You're the one that put the bicarbonate in. It's all crusty. Now it's not gonna rise.
Crusty.
We need some more bicarbonate of soda
No,
in
we
here.
don't.
May I have a pinch of bicarbonate of soda? I'd like 1 pinch, please. It's got to be pinch perfect. So I'm not really going to knead it. I'm just going to try to get it combined fully. Thank you. That was way more than a pinch. It was a very heavy pinch, thank you. Last time it was way too wet and impossible to work with. This I'm trying to turn into a smooth ball. I get it's supposed to be rough and crusty or whatever, but I want it at least a little smooth and without so many lumps in it.
Oh, nope, still gooey.
Will you tent it? I mean, I guess it didn't look burned, did it? Mm-mm. Okay, just let
Timer
it.
7 minutes, and see?
Yeah, I suppose 7 more minutes. I don't know, I feel like 5.
It was like straight go.
Okay.
I have a feeling it's gonna need more than 7 minutes. It tasted good though.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
It looks better. Do you want the knife?
I want the pan.
The pan's behind you.
Okay, is it greased?
No, it just has parchment paper.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's all it needs. Say when to put it on.
Say when
That
to put what
dough
on.
look a lot messier than usual dough I've seen so far. I agree. I'm hoping, because it is a rustic looking loaf thing, that we have gotten it down a little bit nicer. I'm going to try and roll it in my hands because it is getting a little smoother. But it doesn't say to knead it, right?
It says no kneading.
It says no kneading.
Well, it doesn't say no kneading, but it does not say to knead. It says flatten the ball a little with your hand. Put the dough on a baking tray. Mark into quarters, cutting deeply through
I
the
feel
bread.
like you would want to still knead it some
But
so
there's
that
no yeast.
that we're yeah, but it's not the yeast, it's the gluten chains, right? That can develop from the kneading.
He didn't knead it in his video that
Never
we
mind.
watched.
Akabara. Soda breads are a bit more blobby and rough looking. Do we need it any? Akabara?
Paul Hollywood didn't in his video.
Yeah, well, Paul Hollywood doesn't know everything about the breads. Akabara does.
Okay. You want the knife?
Yes, please. I've never needed a soda bread.
Do you want me to cut it?
No, I want to wash my hands and I want to cut it.
What if I just did it?
Well, then you would have just done it. But don't do that. How long did it say? Will you go to the challah bread real quick? How long it said to rise for the second time?
Until it's doubled in size, or about 45 minutes.
Oh, is that what it said?
It's about doubled in size,
Okay.
and it's been,
20 minutes?
we have 20 minutes left.
Okay,
Which
that's
is,
perfect. 5 more minutes on the cake. Pop the soda bread in. Wham bam. And then up to 425 for the challah. Is that correct?
After the soda bread, right?
Soda bread is what? Yeah.
425.
425?
No, soda bread is 400.
200C.
Challah bread is 425.
What's 200C in Fahrenheit?
400.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Positive?
225 is
HIV?
425. Yes.
You're HIV positive?
No, is that what you said?
That's what you agreed to
Oh.
just then. That's a new one for me.
No.
See, it's pushed out too far. Come on, come back out. I feel like the cutting of it is the stupid part. I'm a baker, ask me. Should we knead the soda bread, Eddie? Or is that a needless, pointless thing to do?
I feel like you didn't cut that very well.
I cut it all the way through, as one Paul said. And I mean, it looks pretty close to the thing. So I'm not unhappy.
Okay, well, let's set it to the side.
But what if it starts rising on its own?
It's not gonna rise.
It's got the thing in it.
It'll be fine.
It's got the rise in it.
Here, you wanna set it here?
No, right there is good.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what you do, you feel is best. Knead it. Well, we did a little of both, so I think we're in between on this one. I do feel like kneading it is good, but maybe it's not the same
I don't know.
as far as,
The directions say, don't say to knead, and he didn't do it on his own video.
the cake smells good.
I know.
Cake smells very good.
I know.
All right, these cakes are cold now. Let's start assembly. Because maybe that other one we just cut little things out of and we make a mini one. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my goodness.
Not today, just in general, so we don't waste all that cake.
Did you clean this?
I need the cutting board, please. Yes, I did clean that. That's not a bread knife, that's a bread knife.
You want the...
Want this knife, 100%. 110%. And then we've got our fancy cutting bread board. So, here are our cakes. This one came out nice, really nice. It's firm, but soft. And I'm so far very happy with it. Now, I gotta cut it where it's straight. I don't want to take too much off. Should I go right here?
Very, very little. Do you want me to do it?
No, I think I got it. I'm gonna just take off the muffin top.
The muffin top?
Yeah,
Everybody loves the top of muffins.
Well, then you can have it. Because that's what this is. This is the muffin top.
Top of the muffin to ya.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
That's. Can I taste it?
Yeah, you can taste it. Oh, it's a little stodgy. Look at the center. It's a little dense in the center. It could have used just a hair longer. It smells good though.
You want a bite?
No, thank you.
It's really worth it.
We made cake. We made cake that I'm happy with.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm. It is good.
No, why are you cutting that side?
So it's multiple layers. Right, you get a little buttercream in all of them.
Oh, okay.
That's important.
Can I eat all this?
Of course you can. It's your birthday cake. Now, this is where there's got to be a good way for measuring this out where it's even.
They have like wire things that you can level off and go straight through. But we don't have one of those because I don't cook cake that often. What cake? So we did a copycat cake recipe of Susie Cake's celebration cake, and it's delicious, I must say.
I think I got close.
It's the third level. It's not like undone in the middle.
It was just the very tippy top. The bottom actually looked better. Okay.
Did you put more in this one?
Nope, exact same amount.
It's done.
It's done?
I think so.
You sure?
Do you want to check it?
Nope. You said it's done, it's done.
I'll check it again. How are the sprinkles though? The sprinkles were perfect. We could have added more and it would have been totally fine. There's only a few sprinkles in there, but it adds just a little dash of color, so I'm okay with it. Akabara, you can also sit books on each side and lay the blade on one of the books to keep it even if you have two books the same size.
Do you need another cake topper?
Yeah, I do. Put it right there.
Okay. Let's see if I can get this one a little more even. I normally have a pretty good eye for even, or, you know, plum level, things like that, just because of the work that I do during the day. And
Smidge longer. I'll put it in for 3 more minutes.
it has done me well being able to have a pretty good eye for center.
This cake makes me so happy.
Does it actually taste like it?
It tastes very good.
But does it taste like it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to use that as a bottom? Mm-hmm. So we need to get our buttercream? Mm-hmm. So we need to get a plate to put this on then?
Oh no, we only have one cake stand.
We only have one cake stand. Looks like you need an Eddie in your life. What, for the books? What is Eddie? Eddie's here for measuring stuff out perfectly? For perfection in every way? Aha. That's what I thought.
Babe,
I knew that's what Eddie was
can
good
we
for.
dethrone this?
I think so. Only one cake remains on the throne at a time.
I might need some help so it doesn't break.
Okay, I'm coming.
I'll give it a wash.
Alrighty. I'm gonna pull out our buttercream. Oh wait, we need to get something in oven.
No.
425.
I know, but I didn't take out the third one yet. I pushed it down a little further and it was still a little.
Okay, never mind. Let's get that cleaned up, please.
But honestly, I think this is more than enough layers anyways.
Like I said, we can make a little mini one out of,
Okay.
you know. I just didn't want to waste all that batter. Sorry, just give me a second. I'm parched. I definitely did not have enough water earlier today. Feel much better though.
Okay, clean cake stand.
Okay, we have 4 layers of cake. Now, do I put a little dab of buttercream down first to hold it stick?
Yes.
I have never, ever iced a cake.
Here.
I know there's tools for it. Were we supposed to refrigerate this?
That's fine.
Okay.
The big one or the little one?
I don't know, probably both.
That's a big blob. I'd put. There you go. Put the cake down.
I'm gonna bring this a little closer to me.
I'll take the knife.
Here you are. We're gonna cement our cake in place. Now we're gonna get a nice heaping helping between each layer. Because the Susie Cakes has a fairly nice layer in between each. I don't think cold buttercream was the way to go.
Well, it's what we did.
I was kind of curious as why you're interested in doing that.
I don't know. I guess I didn't want it to melt.
I think we need to warm it up.
Okay.
We may have to warm up this icing. Because it is not about...
I don't know. With the way that it looked, I was afraid it was going to melt somehow.
I suppose that could be something that would be thought. It just does not spread at all.
Perfectly baked.
Perfectly baked? Mm-hmm. Perfectly baked.
And Akabara, we will be leaving this one.
Oh, no, we won't.
That looks fine.
No need for composter, just an eddy. Oh, nice. Okay, there's one layer. Here's another.
Wait, hold on. Let me clean.
Okay. Two nice little dollops and spread.
Just a dollop of daisy. You know, sour cream.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Aren't I?
On board.
Great. See, I could do a jingle.
But that was a pre-prepared jingle.
It is, but
I want to hear an original.
An
A
original?
Gabby original, jingle jangle. Mr. Bojangles.
I don't have an original. Am I a failure?
At this, you are currently. Yeah, uh-huh. There is no sour cream in here.
There's Greek
Oh,
yogurt.
yes. It did call for either Greek yogurt or sour cream. We went with the yogurt.
Mm-hmm.
The gurt.
Are you icing the side too when it's put together? Yes, we will ice the side.
That
We'll
is my,
use
yeah.
The smaller one, and Susie Cakes has the look that you basically just slide up the side with it. This is very sticky. How'd you get it so sticky so soon?
It's the icing, sweetie. The icing's so sticky. It's too cold. Alrighty. Got to put all my thought into this one. Hey, out of here. Vamos. You can't pre-taste like that.
Why not?
I'm going to go firm side up on this one.
That wasn't the last layer.
I know. I still wanted a firm side up. What's wrong with that?
Okay. You should have put that as the top.
Too late. But you're probably right. But too late.
You could still pick it up off that one.
Nope. Because it has a fairly good size amount of
See,
icing.
Viper says it's never too late.
Yes, it is. It is way too late.
She is right, but oh well, LOL. I'm so happy that I get validated so often by Akabara.
Uh-huh. Hey, some of us out here just doing good enough.
You're really not gonna let that one go, are you?
Not today. Is the soda bread coming up temp?
Yeah, it's almost at 387.
Okay.
Oh, babes.
This actually looks like a Susie cake size.
It's melting, the icing.
I see that.
It's because the cake is still warm.
The cake is not warm at
It's
all.
not? It's melting. It's not supposed to.
I'm aware of that.
We did something wrong, and I can't
I think the buttercream might have been too thin. It probably needed more sugar. So it's too thin at room temperature, and it's coming to room temperature and melting out. Is my concern.
You want to stick it in the fridge for a second?
I do not.
It's so good.
because it's so hard to drag this icing. An avid procrastinator, I understand good enough.
Okay, soda bread is going in for how long?
So I think it's 20 minutes. Soda bread, bake 30 minutes. It's a 30-minute bake on that bad boy. Oh no!
What?
Nothing. I lost a gob.
Don't mind me.
This is not going to look pretty.
No, it's not.
There's no way to make this look pretty. This icing does not move.
Should we put the cake in the refrigerator for a moment?
It's not the cake, it's the icing.
I know, but let the icing firm up.
The icing's too firm. It's too cold and firm, but it needed more sugar to be thicker. It needs to be thicker, but not so firm. Does that make sense? How do I do this?
With the small one, probably.
Well, I'm gonna glob it on there first.
How about you just do your artistic interpretation?
Uh-huh. My autistic interpretation?
Mm-hmm. Because this is very exciting for me.
Mm-hmm. Hope we have enough icing. 'Tis gonna be close.
Hi, Lucy. Buttercream overboard. Man, the lifeboats.
I don't
Who
know.
doesn't like a little sugar?
I mean, I've had this Susie cake before, the actual one, and holy cow, is it a lot of buttercream.
But
So
it's delicious.
I'm not doing anything necessarily out of the norm for this particular cake.
I'd say it's not enough.
I mean, we definitely might not have enough.
You could spread right here. Do you want me to spread some? Do you want me to spread some?
If you would like to be a part of it, obviously I would love for you to be a part. I need a spatula or something to get the rest of this out. It is the prettiest, ugliest cake I've ever seen. It's pretty because I know what it's supposed to taste like. It's ugly because it's ugly. It's fugly. It's a fugly cake. No doubt about it.
Well, you put some places with too much buttercream, babes.
No.
Here, I got it.
Where does it need some more?
Nowhere.
Excuse me. You sure?
Dripping it.
Yeah, look, you see bare cake right here. Can't be looking at bare cake. Also, you've shoved the whole thing over. It needs to...
You're shoving it over.
Yeah, to get it straight again.
Well, it's not the prettiest cake, but
I've never once said I was a cake decorator, and this icing is way too thin. It's just falling off the bottom. It's a good thing we can't taste fugly then. That is correct. Alan,
being held.
do not hope. Missed a spot, never mind. Oh, I'm coming back for all the spots.
Get rid of this one.
That's a bit of a lump there. Let's try and pretty that up a bit if I can.
You want the smaller one?
No. I like a nice big tool in my hand.
Shall I get a napkin to clean it? I'll do that.
Okay. It's actually getting a little bit better. Do not hope, believe. Oh, I believe. That's all right.
I definitely think it needs to go in the refrigerator.
Into the fridge.
We can clean it off later.
Smells like buttercream cake.
It looks not half bad.
I might take a picture of that.
That's not gonna...
Yeah, because you put that. Those shelves are ridiculous.
I know.
Those the most useless shelves this fridge has ever seen.
Well,
Okay, we'll give that 5 or 10 minutes. I'm gonna put it on super cool. We're gonna give that a taste tonight. Yep. All right, let's take the hot cake out of the pan. I insist.
that's all you.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah, press allow.
How? Where?
See where it says allow?
Oh, allow.
We want to make sure everybody knows you can't taste fugly.
That is still hot.
Permitted term fugly. I love how that is now. That is a stream permitted term.
Braid cake looking big and poofy.
Oh yeah, that's bread. That's not. That is awesome. It's a shame that we have to wait another 25 minutes. I need to egg it again right before it goes in. Yeah.
And then you're gonna put salt on it too then.
Okay. Egg and salt. I can do that. This is why we need 2 ovens.
Don't even.
We need a double oven.
Don't even.
do you
How
mean
long
don't
have I
even?
asked for a double oven?
You've never asked for a double
when we
oven.
were looking at houses, I said I needed a double oven.
You did not bake
And you
enough
said,
at that
who
time.
needs a double oven? That's just ridiculous.
Well-
double ovens aren't necessary.
Which cabinet do you want to give up for another oven?
Can we just redo the kitchen?
No, you may not redo the kitchen. This is a
There's
nice
nothing wrong with
kitchen.
our kitchen. We don't need to
We will
redo
not be
it.
redoing it. But we could probably give up one cabinet somewhere for a second oven.
I don't know.
I could probably rework the cabinet to work. Braided bread, yes. The challah is looking very nice, and I'm quite excited for it. We're gonna make it salted, so it's gonna get a little egg, little salt. Mwah. Lucy, you wanna come say hi? So Lucy, you wanna come say hi? I bet you want some cake, don't you? I just hope it actually tastes like Susie cake with it all assembled.
I think it will.
Yes, Eddie. That would be very helpful.
Can I have that dry towel right there on the by the sink or by the oven? I mean, dry, just anything.
There you go. Okay. Are we baking anything else?
No,
No, we're just waiting on baking.
we're waiting on baking now.
Oh, the soda bread comes out. Yeah, no, I mean, I've already said this. I don't think we'll be doing cakes at a bakery. No.
I don't want to do cakes.
Only thing I would probably I would enjoy pastry, I think, and bread. Breads and pastries. I do not have the patience for. Yes, Eddie, that sounds nice. I don't have the patience for decorating cakes. I just don't.
No.
If I really had to get good at it, if it was like live or die, maybe, but I don't know that I do. Very nice. We'll have to hire Eddie. He can be our cake decorator.
I thought he was gonna go be a doctor.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's gonna be busy being a doctor. I don't think we can outpay a doctor's salary.
I really shouldn't keep eating this.
It would have to be some very decorative cakes, Eddie. Oh.
Want me to take a picture of the cake? Or no?
Once it comes back out, yeah. I'm gonna go check on Theodore.
Okay.
You keep everybody.
Entertain the masses?
Yes.
How shall I entertain them?
I don't know. You said you know how to sing.
How shall I? No, I cannot sing.
No, not at all.
No, it's terrible. Sing. Viper says sing. No, come here. I can do this for you. I will say, come here. So, for those of you who have not met, this is Lucy, our dog. She is a mini golden doodle, almost 7 years old. 7, yeah. And she likes to sing. I'm going to embarrass myself by singing with her in essence. Okay, you don't need any cake. Do you want to sing? Do you want to sing? Can you go, "Arr!" Sing for them. Go, "Arr!" Sing. 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 Go, "Arr!" I'm sorry, you guys. Was that too loud or was that a little entertaining?
It was so loud up here.
I'm sorry. They're liking it, I think. I sung with Lucy. It was a good, see, Eddie says that was entertaining. I howled with her. They said it was fine.
Okay, good to know. Alrighty.
Yeah, but you can't have any cake. You can't have it.
No cake for you. The challah is gonna get too big.
Well, you insisted on the soda bread.
Well, I thought we needed to retry the soda
Do you want to cook
bread.
it at a lower temperature?
The challah?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, and then we'll kick it up to 425 at the end. Let's get it in there with it. It'll be fine.
I get.
I'm sure everybody else believes the same.
I don't know that Akabara would agree with that, but
All breads cook at whatever temperature you put it in at.
is that true?
They do cook at whatever temperature. Does not mean they cook properly. Technically, that would be true.
Fair enough. Eddie says no.
Can't be a stick in the mud, Eddie. You gotta try new things. 400 degrees. It might just be, you know, a longer amount of bake time. Or who knows what else.
I would definitely feed that dog too much. She's definitely spoiled. I've had to take her on one too many walks to try and lose some weight on her. You know when you're driving and someone's in the passenger seat and then it starts dinging, or if you just have something in the passenger seat that's over, 25 pounds and it starts to ding? She used to never make the buzzer ding. Now she makes the buzzer ding. Because
Lucy got thick.
she got a little thick. Oh, it is at 200 degrees.
Well, looky there.
It must be the other challah recipe that's at 225.
Uh-huh. Like I said, bread, you just cook it at whatever temperature you
For
really
20
feel
to
like.
25 minutes.
Perfect. Uh-oh.
You gotta.
Get rid of that
Here.
lumpy, groupy bit.
Where's the salt? Which salt would you like on there?
I would like the coarse kosher.
And where would that be?
There's a big old box of it somewhere.
Is that the one we got at Costco?
That is correct.
So the pantry?
I don't know. I don't frequently put things away. Just don't acknowledge that and we'll be fine.
I would just like to say that you admitted
Ooh,
that
yeah.
to the masses that you do not put something. Passenger seats ding if something is over 20. Yes, they do.
If you don't wear your seatbelt.
If you don't wear your seatbelt. So I put Lucy in the passenger seat. And it used to never go off and now it does.
I don't think all cars do that,
Do
sweetie.
they not?
I think just the safe ones.
I don't know.
The ones that demand safety.
I don't know.
Like the Volvo.
I drive a Volvo.
Volvo. Okay, I think it's properly egged.
You want to salt it yourself or do you want me to salt it?
I would like to salt it. You get awful heavy-handed.
Don't.
It's likely a German car. No, it's Swedish. Like the meatballs. All right.
No more. Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Then what?
You wanted to egg it again one more time?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, thank goodness.
All right, we're going for a nice heavy dusting of flaky
And why do
kosher
you say
salt.
that I can't salt it then?
Because I've seen you salt things.
I salt them perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Now the real question is how are you going to fit both of these things in there?
I don't know. Hadn't thought about it at all. Not even slightly. It's a smaller pan, so they should fit side by side. All right. Is this my dry thing? Dry enough? It's okay, I got a rag. I'm rag proficient. All right, uno, dos, cuatro. We gotta move something.
Ready?
Coming
One,
down.
two.
That's actually looking like soda bread. We didn't dust it with flour, but whatever.
That's okay.
Okay, so we need at least 4 minutes past that.
Yes.
How about one day we can do baking streams together? Yeah, that would be awesome.
So is it kind of like pretzel bread? Is what kind of like pretzel bread? Challah bread? No.
I don't think so.
Challah bread is like an egg bread.
Yes, no, I know. I skipped it on purpose because I thought I'd be funny.
Or do you mean soda bread?
What?
I don't know which bread they're talking about. Is it kind of like
As far as baking together, I mean, if Eddie sets himself up, right?
Sure.
And, you know, we get to know you beforehand a little bit better,
Where am I going? Woo!
over a little bit, then I think you can combine the streams. We can, what is it, mix the streams?
I don't know how the internets work.
No, I was trying to do the Ghostbusters reference.
I was talking
Don't
about
cross the
pretzel
streams. We can cross
So
the
the braided
streams.
one. The braided one.
Anyways, in
No.
that case, I mean, possibly, if you're ever in the U.S., I'm not opposed to it. We'd have to get to know you better, certainly. But I'm open to meeting new people.
Pretzel one. A little, yeah, okay. So, no, it doesn't taste like a pretzel. A pretzel is more
Come here. Come here.
like doughy, airy, I guess. I don't know. Challah bread is more of a sweet, eggy
Sweet. Is it sweet?
than a pretzel.
I
I
suppose.
would say so.
Maybe.
And then
I don't know. I think I do like it because it feels pretzely.
To you, it does.
I think it feels pretzely.
It doesn't to me. But I don't eat as many pretzels as you either.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a pretzel is more like dense almost.
Yeah, I would agree. This is lighter and airier, right? It definitely rises a lot more than a pretzel. Trying to think how I would.
I don't know
I
how
was
else I
only
would.
asking because of the salt.
Oh, no, so
I mean, very similarly salted, yes.
similarly salted, but
No,
you
ma'am.
can put essentially whatever
No.
topping
No.
or inside that you want for a challah
No.
bread. So you could do salt, you could do everything seasoning, you could leave it plain. You could do a chocolate chip challah and roll chocolate chips into it.
We just happen to like the salt.
You could do cinnamon sugar. I mean, honestly, the sky's the limit in terms of your creativity and what you would like.
Fair enough. I mean, that's not a problem for me, Eddie. Oh, huh?
How are you, Lucy?
Lucy? Oh,
She's
yeah.
just here for the excitement.
I see.
It's the end of it.
Yep, we're
Coming to the
almost there.
end.
Do you want
Now,
to
the
see if
real
that
question
cake's
is-
refrigerated enough, or should we wait?
Wait a second.
Wait a
The real
second.
question is are you going to cut into these breads before they cool?
I can't cut into the challah bread.
The soda bread?
With the soda bread, I might cut into. I might try and pull it apart. The challah bread, I'll wait. And now when I start baking, I get serious as a rock stays patient. When I start baking, I get serious as a rock. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Yeah. I try to not take it too seriously, you know,
You gotta
right
have
now
some fun.
as I'm learning and getting to know just kind of what does and doesn't work. Like once I'm trying to really perfect it and know exactly what I want to do, like once I like these things and this is the way I like them done, then I'm really going to hone in on making sure I can repeat that over and over again and it's precise. What's that?
No, just you explaining all this makes me think of one of the customers that you had who, when you were going around checking things in the house, kept saying, oh my gosh, it must be just so super anal retentive.
Yeah, that's all of my customers.
There was one specific
The one that damaged their own house and then said it was me.
and asked you to repaint it.
Yeah, good luck for them.
The one whose husband couldn't hang things up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I get hired for a lot of interesting things. I mean, the cake does taste good.
it does.
I'm a pretty good checker.
I will step in on this one. Challah and pretzels are
Perfect.
very different and they actually are very hard to compare. So that they are different in texture and egginess to this. Thank you.
Must be so what?
I don't know what I said. Oh, anal retentive.
Oh, yeah, you said the A word.
Yeah. Sorry.
Just a little.
Uptight.
That's a much better one. Loose butthole.
What?
You know, when something's
the
not good.
opposite.
When something's not good.
Ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Is cake ready yet? Is cake ready yet? Is cake ready yet?
Are we there yet?
No. May I have some water?
There's not much in there.
I'll fix it.
Oh, because you want to look and see if the cake's ready.
No, I'm thirsty, that's why. Got 11 more.
All the time in the world. Let's go, bakers.
It's firm. It's glossy on the outside and firm. You could probably cut a chunk out of it.
Maybe.
Do you want to cut a chunk out of it?
I want to take a picture of it.
Can you take a picture of it now?
When we take it out.
Let's go ahead and start cleaning it up and take a picture of it. Because I don't want all this pish-posh timing. You know, it's going to take forever.
What's going to take forever?
Cleaning it up and taking a photo of it.
You could use the time to pick a second spot for the oven.
Ooh, down you go, Lucy.
Okay.
Wash your hands.
Fine.
No fine. Lucy's a disgusting
I know you're not wrong.
turd-rolling dog. She rolls in everything dead she can find. And if she can't find something dead, she kills something. She loves to catch rabbits and just shake them apart. Because she's a vicious, vicious animal and cannot be trusted.
I'm going to remind you of that when you want to cuddle with her later.
She also sleeps on top of my head half the time. I wonder how I have allergies.
She's a very good cuddle bug.
I wouldn't necessarily say good. She's very temperamental cuddler.
That too. She hates feet.
Yeah, she gets very angry about the feet. It's like, come on, relax a little bit. Oh my goodness, that hollow looks amazing in there, by the way.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Can I have some more wet towels?
Wet
Please?
paper towels?
Yes, please.
Certainly. Certainly. Is this ginger ale up for grabs?
If it's still any good. I opened it at the beginning.
I'm sure 3 hours in a koozie probably makes it tastier.
It definitely keeps it cooler.
Nope.
Is it flat?
No, it's warm, and I'm not a big fan of warm ginger ale. Oh, that's right.
What?
What do you mean, what? What kind of cake is that?
A birthday cake?
What do you think we're going to do?
Put candles on it?
I want to put all the candles that we have left on there for
Here's
you, sweetie.
my thing. I can't get too close to the cake, and I can't get all of this up then.
What do you mean?
Well, can I have a scraper back? Is there a scraper
A
left?
spudger?
Something to scrape with?
Right
Oh,
here.
Here.
This thing.
That might work.
No, that's not going to.
Be careful.
You need to take off the excess already.
I'm gonna need another paper towel.
1 candle, 2 candles, 20 candles, 22 candles,
Be very careful how high
24
you count.
candles, 28 candles, 30 candles.
And we stop.
Good for you. There's 32 candles is all you can get.
32? Mm-hmm. If only.
Sweetheart, am I supposed to know exactly how old you are?
No.
Is that important?
I lied to you.
Oh, did you?
No, I didn't.
So it's not important that I know your age.
It is important.
It is important. So I'm definitely supposed to know that you're
Yep.
34.
Is that right?
I have no idea. Honestly, don't know. I have a good guess.
I'm over 30.
Okay. Are you done yet? Are you done yet?
No,
Are you
I'm
done
trying
yet?
to make it nice. Can you get the camera?
No, I can't get the camera.
No, my old camera.
Oh, okay. Not as old as me.
Well, if I were a guessing person, I would assume 86 has something to do with maybe a year. But I could be wrong,
Could be.
which we wouldn't be too far off.
Ow!
Aw, thank you, Viper.
Oh, you beat me to it, Viper. It's exactly why I put the candles there.
We gotta take a pretty picture. Let's move this for the moment.
Does your camera auto focus?
I don't know. It's been a while since I used it.
Oh, it's on video, so probably not on video.
Shall we light
And
it?
then probably,
Shall I hold it?
that looks like macro. That's probably macro. Close up. And then I want to see it on the screen.
That is a juicy loaf.
Yeah. How does my loaf look, sweetheart? Are you jealous yet? I think she's jealous of my juicy loaf, fellas.
It's not polite to ask a lady how old she is.
That is true. We're not allowed to say exactly. I don't know how you focus it. I think you're going to have to do the focus yourself.
Okay. I'll do it.
The white balance on this camera is so weird.
Our daily chance for the smoke detector is approaching.
Yeah. It is about that time. You want to put the flowers behind it?
Okay.
Okay. We're going to get
Do I need
a
to be
nice,
in it?
pretty photo for it.
I don't know.
Do you need to be in it?
I don't know.
We don't want to get,
Can you move the block? Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
those shouldn't be 2 minutes. Plus, it's nice to have a little extra.
Should I be lighting my own candles?
No. Why are you doing
I
it?
don't know.
Are you going to take a picture of it lit?
Yeah.
Then get the camera ready.
I just did something.
Hey, I'll catch a flower on fire just for fun.
Don't.
I might have been a little bit of a pyro back in the day. A little bit. Did you get a nice photo?
Yeah, but can you move the blob?
You don't like my blob?
I don't need the blob or Paul Hollywood in there.
She's offended my blob. Offended by my blob. I'll remind you of that later. No, I don't want your blob.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good looking loaf of challah. I think somebody's super jealous.
Who?
You?
I'm not jealous.
You're definitely jealous by how poofy and wonderful that loaf looks. Because I don't think you need for the recommended amounts of time. I think you're an early needer.
Okay, you want to take a picture of me with the
Okay.
cake?
Here we go. You want it that way?
Why not? I don't know.
What the heck? I don't want to flash.
Is it okay in the background?
Let's go that way a little bit. Hold on. No, you go back where you were. No, go left, further. Let's get this beautiful photo. Beautiful.
Perfect. Okay. Now,
Happy birthday to Gabby. Happy birthday to Gabby.
thank you.
Happy birthday, dear beautiful.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. And many more. That's a very long wish. Get them all, it's not gonna count. Woo!
Yay!
Cake time!
I need to wash my hands
Gotta
again.
get these candles out of here. Gotta have somewhere to put them. There we go.
You put them on the discard.
As long as it's controlled pyro, I see nothing wrong. I'm semi-controlled in the pyrotechnics.
Here we go. Okay.
Get you a little cake plate.
May I cut or would you like
You
to
go
cut?
for it. Your birthday cake, you can cut. Does it feel like a cake?
It feels like a cake.
So we got good texture. Woo-wee! Come on, fellas.
Here.
Yes, it probably needed more time in the fridge. It looks like a Susie cake. It looks like it.
Here.
That kind of looks right.
Should we take a picture of it like that?
Is that what you'd like? You'd like a picture like that? With the knife next to it?
I don't know. I'm sorry, you guys.
She's very photogenic. Meaning she likes lots of photos.
Should I put the flowers in the background?
Maybe.
I can't reach.
Sorry if this blocks your view. Oh, I have to go up like this.
Enhance on the insides. Come on, babes. 3.
How's that?
It works.
All right, eat.
Are we ready?
It's cake time.
This is what the inside looks like. Can you guys see that better?
Enhance. Now, what I want to know is, does it actually taste like the original?
I mean, look at that.
It looks like the
If you
original.
go online right now and you look up a Susie cake,
It looks pretty darn
there
close.
may not be as many layers, but let me tell you. Do you have a fork?
We'll get you a fork.
Let's.
Here you are. Okay.
Shall we?
The most important part is the tasting.
You gotta get in here with me.
I'm gonna let you taste first. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, sweetheart. I hope it came out nice. Does it taste like Susie cake? It does taste like Susie cake?
Tastes like Susie cake.
Woo! That's big.
It's delicious.
That's
Please take
big.
a bite. I'll take
That cake just saved me
$100.
at least $100. Okay, we need to get
Soda bread.
Soda bread out. I need to tent the challah. I want to tent the challah.
Okay.
I don't want to bake it any longer on the top. Where's the tin foil?
Right there. I'm gonna flip it to the side too.
Okay, pull it into the center. Okay, now another 4 minutes. All right, we're almost done with the challah too. Everything's wrapping up and looking real nice all
Hold on.
together. Here you go to food photography. That pays really well. Been around the bakery, hired a pro to shoot our product, and those boys are photo expensive. Wow, that'd be
Really?
cool.
I do enjoy photography. I would like to be a lot better at it.
All right, my turn.
I don't. This is very hot. Can you guys? Where's the? Here, I have some nails.
Careful, sweetie.
I don't have nails long enough. I don't even use my fork.
That tastes really good.
Here's our soda bread. Look at that. Hey. You guys see?
We have another cooling rack, don't we? I think we actually made soda bread this time.
I mean, ish.
All right, you want to
I'm
pull that
slightly
out?
impressed.
It smells good.
Smells very good.
It looks similar to the recipe that we're going for.
Do you want me to?
We might be just getting there.
Did you turn it off?
Turn what off?
The camera.
Oh, yep. She's trying to make sure we photograph everything before we tear
I
into
know.
it.
The problem is.
I don't know the soda bread. I mean, you can go ahead and photograph it. We can put it on the wood board.
I just want to take a photo.
You don't want to put it on the wood
No,
board?
we can. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna break
Have
out
you guys experience what happens behind the scenes?
the big wood for this one.
I haven't been the best.
It
with
is
their
her birthday
Instagram.
after all.
I get big wood.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
Let's see. I don't want that.
What hot thing? The bread? Just keep grabbing the hot thing, eventually we won't feel anymore. Oh yeah, any hot thing.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what happened to me, well, a long time ago. But unfortunately, it all came back.
We need to cut into this.
Mm-hmm.
For a better.
Well,
The soda bread this time. Yes, it does. And we're gonna do the one thing that you shouldn't do.
And cut hot
into
bread.
it.
I'm gonna wet this knife a little bit. The icing's sticky.
I would like to tent the cake somehow and put it in the refrigerator.
Yep, definitely need to do that. We'll build a nice. We need to tent the other cake back too before it stays out too long.
Yeah, I don't care so much about that one.
Alan, be a man, manly powers. Oh, we're being manly here. I don't mind touching hot bread. All right, we're gonna cut it. I know it's a sin. Nope, garbage.
Really?
Absolute garbage.
Is it because we
It
cut
could be
into
because
it?
it's hot. It's definitely because it's hot. You shouldn't cut hot bread, right? I think we ruined it.
Even still, look at how that looks. Can you see that?
Did we ruin it? We're not cutting the challah, I'll tell you that. Now, how do we know challah's done? Isn't it by the bottom?
It's like wet on the inside still. It's not just because you cut it.
It's probably because I put all that butter in there. That's fine. It could be all that extra liquid needed longer to bake.
I don't know.
All right, well, let's move that off there. Let's get the rack. All right, well, soda bread, 0 for 2.
I mean, maybe the other sides will be okay.
I don't know that we can put it back in the oven once you cut it open.
No.
Now, what I'm worried about is the challah being underbaked because it's so thick.
No, it should be okay.
It's okay?
Should be.
How long do you normally cook your challah for?
20 to 25 minutes.
20 to 25?
Yes.
How long does it say? Because we've
20
only
to
done
25.
20. We've only done 20.
So do another 2
I'm
minutes.
going to do another 4.
Okay.
Because we haven't burned anything yet.
Okay. And timer.
Because it's tinted so it won't get any more brown. Now, do you butter the challah when it comes right out?
No.
No, you don't? You don't
Don't
butter
do
it?
anything with it.
We just let it sit and cool. I can let it sit and cool.
Okay, I'm
I'll
done.
be a
The
good boy.
pictures are the pictures.
You guys, I think you're really going to be impressed by this challah. I'm very, very proud of this particular one. I just hope that the interior, that's why I want to leave it in the oven. I really want the interior to be there on this one. Because this is the prettiest loaf I've made so far. So far. Oh, it's okay. Nothing fell over.
Okay.
All right, let's put away our
How big is the loaf?
sourdough starter. It's a loaf.
It's a loaf.
It's what? This big?
She big.
It's about yay big. What's that? About a foot? About a foot and an inch
I mean,
by maybe 6 inches wide. The sourdough. Yeah, sourdough starter. We're gonna hopefully be working on some sourdoughs next week.
next week.
Yeah,
that's
they
the
should
plan.
be right there for it. What are you doing?
I'm putting this on each side of the.
Oh, okay. All right. We can get out the tinfoil and tinfoil that cake. We can make a big enclosure. Excuse me. Because the standard needs to be 25 to 35 minutes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to definitely, because it looks different than a loaf on the book. It's definitely bigger. Hold on, wait a minute. I think this might be right.
Well, then let's just leave it. We shouldn't have cut
I think
into
we
it.
shouldn't have cut into it. We're really learning our lesson. We're not going to cut into the breads anymore. I mean, that tastes like bread.
Well, what paste did you taste?
I just bit a bite.
Oh, that tastes delicious, actually.
I think we might have done the soda bread right. We just cut it. We will not be cutting any more of the breads.
We need to do this.
I've learned my lesson. Okay. Let's see if we can't wrap this cake up nice.
Should I put?
Let's wrap this whole stream up with a bow.
How are we gonna
I don't think so.
tent it?
Will you grab 2 fingers and pull it out like that a little bit? Then over. So 0.5 out of 2. Yeah, I think so.
It's okay.
We just
to
need to
get
learn.
on there.
We need to learn how to cut bread the next day.
We just want to share with you guys too. I think is the problem.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start sharing the next day on what the interior looks like. We can probably start taking photos or just keeping the bread around for stream. But
Yeah.
if it doesn't stick around, we'll try and make sure we get photos. And I'll have them moved over to the computer each day. Yes, I'm learning. I'm learning, Akbar. I promise I've learned my lesson this time. I'm tired of ruining the bread. I'm tired of ruining the bread. I know it's my fault. That should be at least fairly wrapped. And now you'll have a nice birthday cake for Wednesday. You can't have any more until Wednesday. You know that, right? Your birthday's Wednesday.
I
You
don't
just
get
get
a,
no bread
I don't
to
get
the
a whole
Wednesday.
fresh cake.
No, you don't get a whole fresh cake. All right, timer off. May I have a sig glove?
I'm gonna turn that off.
All right, I'm pretty proud of this one, guys.
That is a huge loaf.
Nice and beautiful. And see, if you egg wash those 5 minutes in, they darken like the others.
You wanna?
I'm gonna put it on the dry,
Here.
the rack.
You're gonna need this.
How's the bottom? How's the bottom? How's the bottom? Ooh, questionable.
Is it burnt?
I don't think so. But I definitely want it off the pan so it doesn't get any more. Looks bready to me. I'm pretty happy with it.
It almost looks like a lobster tail here at the end.
Yeah, they kind of fell apart.
It's okay.
It's pretty. It's pretty enough. This is my happiest loaf.
Woohoo!
All right, but let's fully examine it, fellas. So I'm going to show you the underbelly.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Ooh, do you think that looks too done?
No, I think it looks good.
All right, now we're going to leave this to cut tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to cut it. We'll make sure to take photos, and we'll keep some photos around for stream on Friday. That's for sure.
Double finger palpitation. Villacor, are you just joining us? We made our very own version of a Susie cakes, and it is delicious.
If we cut it now, it's going to look terrible on the inside. I'm going to be upset, and then it's no good.
It's sacrilegious to cut challah bread too soon. Literally.
Yeah. Patience. We're being patient. I want to know, we have an entire extra cake. So we're going to try and do something with this. Maybe make it into a little thing for Theodore. Make him feel, he'll enjoy that. So we should probably tinfoil that. And then we've got our...
Soda bread.
Honestly, if we look here, right, here's where I tore it apart and it actually got to cool down some. The soda bread really does look nice. And I bet if I come over here, let's tear this guy. That, I think, looks like soda bread.
Look at that steam. Looks good.
That's fluffy. If it were cooler, I think So we just need to let our breads cool down. We've really learned something today. We have to let it cool down. Skeet loaf. I'm not sure what a skeet loaf is. Is that something you throw up and shoot at? Or is it...
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I would assume so.
Alrighty. Well,
Okay.
is that going to do it for us?
I think that does it for us.
We've enjoyed having you guys along for the ride tonight.
Yes, thank you so much for joining me and celebrating my wife's birthday.
Thank you.
Maybe even a little early, but
I appreciate all.
it's better than the birthday week she normally asks for. At least it's only 3 days this year.
Anyways.
But we hope you all have a wonderful night. And we hope you guys come back on Friday. We don't know what we're baking yet, but we're going to bake something. Probably some more breads.
Probably, yes.
Yeah. We're enjoying breads.
A jalapeno cheddar cheese bread. That would make me very happy.
Okay, jalapeno cheddar cheese bread. That sounds fun. I'd like to see some sort of pastry dough actually go successfully. So maybe we look into pastry doughs as well.
Okay. And maybe we do the cheesecakes. That's easy enough.
Yep. Who was it? Was it Viper?
No.
No. Who was the cheesecakes?
I don't remember the name, but if I saw it, I would remember it.
I'm looking through. I don't see it right off. Who's cheesecakes?
I don't know.
Oh, we remember. It's the chocolate cake with zucchini.
Yes.
Zucchini chocolate cake.
Yes. I'm going to have to look for a recipe on that one, though.
Okay.
Alrighty, you guys.
Thank you all so much.
Have a great
Have
Monday.
a wonderful evening.
Have a great week.
We'll see you again Friday.
Yep. Bye.
Keep baking. Bye-bye.